Welcome back to well, for me, a manic weekend and the film club. I've had my son's birthday. He's 5, everyone. Yay! But absolutely mad. But everybody, I've literally come in the last moment. I've told the guys I'm exhausted. This will actually be nice.
Yeah,
Most
I
of the
can
time,
imagine.
I get to like relax. It's one of those I'm looking forward to Monday and going back to work. And I've still got tomorrow to deal with. But everybody, I hope you're having a great hot. I guess it's hot there. We're having a hot.
No,
heat wave, aren't
it's
we?
very where I am. It's quite cool. We
Mhm.
finally got sun after like 8 straight days of clouds and fog. Jay, how about you?
It is a nasty, gray,
Oh,
rainy,
no.
windy day where I am, unfortunately. Yep,
Oh,
all the
so
yard
it's-
cleanup that was done's gone to complete crap. There's branches and leaves all over the yard again because of the wind. So
See,
one of
this
those
is
kind of
good.
weekends.
I must say, there's a I can't. Oh, I say, girlfriend told me there's a really famous like a YouTuber that was out there has moved to England for a bit, and they were like, I understand why the English now moan about the weather. When it gets hot, it's ridiculously hot because their houses aren't suited to the hot.
Yeah,
they were
fair
like,
enough.
yeah, there we go. When we go, guys, it's too hot. It's too hot. That's it.
And
When
you
we
guys
complain
don't do
about the
AC,
weather,
right?
We don't know. We don't know.
Oh God, that's
So that's it.
crazy. That is a
It is
crazy way.
bad. Yeah, it's when it gets. We've had this ridiculous heat wave. We're in this. We've had it for like a week, so it's like that. It got up to like 32. Sandy, did the Fahrenheit was 32, and in London it was
You
36.
keep asking me this. I feel
Yeah,
like
I
I have to
do.
have a little calendar converter next to me.
C to F. So
80
never go.
something?
And it must be nice. We got 90. That was over. No,
Hang
30.
on, let
30.
me pull it up.
In
on
London,
the
it
thing.
hit 36. So let's go for London.
That's
let's
got to
go
be
for both.
90.
That's good. And it was 32 where I am.
What?
It's fine. Old people's
Yes.
hour, moan about weather, as we always do. We moan about the sports later.
Getting it out of the way early.
And yeah, get it out. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see.
Right.
That would be. You said it was 36. Did you say?
36, yeah.
That's 96 degrees. Oh my gosh! For you guys,
Wow,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
that is. I mean, that's
That is
super hot.
literally, yeah. And let's just say it was 32 where I am. And literally pasty half Irishman. He wasn't very good. Yeah, I'm literally like a milk bottle. And
That's I'd say
yeah.
stay inside, but judging by the no AC, I don't think inside's all that much better.
There's like 2 rooms you can do. Our lounge is cool because it's where the sun doesn't get. But then when it comes around, you're like
Something, some kind of relief then.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, we bought another fan. Let's say that.
Well, when
But
I
the funny
was
is,
in
my son, like you try and get your kids, and let's say like Sandy, you definitely know that, and Jay, you'll get it when they get to toddlers. You want to keep them cool. He wanted his duvet on. He wrapped himself
you
up
have to
like
have
a
something
cocoon.
to cuddle.
You're
Yeah.
you're like a cocoon. What are you doing? He's like, I was like, oh, but fair play. He's like sweaty, like hair all over sweaty. But I was like, okay, you want to do it. So, but guys, so Sandy, where did you go this afternoon? Because I saw Daryl's. Where was it again?
Yeah,
Sorry.
so in Washington, D.C., just north of the White House is Meridian Hill Park, which is an historic park. It's about 12 acres. No one knows it because there are walls on all 4 sides. So when you drive or walk by it, you don't really know it's a massive park. But in the middle is the largest cascading fountains in North America, but they've been dry for many, many, many years, and they just got restored. So I live streamed from there this morning. It was fantastic. All the water going everywhere. And then I'm going to make an edited video. I'm going to really try to do that tomorrow. Make an edited video and get it out there. So yeah, it was quite fun.
Why have they
this
been
morning.
dry? Why don't they get restored? How long have they been done?
It's extensive because it's so extensive. I guess it takes a lot of money and time and effort. But this is part of the America 250 Restoration Fund. And there's another major fountain that was also restored. And that one has just been turned on. So next weekend I'll be at that other fountain. But
nice. I
it's
do like a good
Washington
fountain.
is
I do love it.
cleaned
They're
up.
really nice too. Yeah.
It is fantastic. The streets are clean. All the memorials are getting spruced up. The reflecting pool at the Washington Monument, now everybody's freaking out because they painted the bottom blue and historically it wasn't blue. You know what? It looks awesome. So just let it be. It was full of goose poo and algae. So I have no problem with it being painted historically inaccurate blue. Who cares? That's not something I care that much about.
No.
I thought I had seen that it was a sealant too, anyways. Which
Yes, it's going to
needs,
protect
so,
it.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, people will complain about anything.
They do.
Yeah. Hopefully they want one day might clean up the River Thames, but I don't think the bodies that are in there might not
God.
go away. Nah,
I've done
too
some
many in there.
permitted mudlarking there, as they say. I've done that with
Can you imagine
permit.
they ever dam that river and just like let's find out history. Literally, that would be
really
historian's
gross.
historian's dream. But literally, that smell that would come back from the bottom would be absolutely horrendous. But talking about horrendous, we're on about a city in Philadelphia that is filmed in the 80s. It doesn't look nice.
Well, but I'm going to try it.
Sandy, I asked Sandy
I'll be
off screen, is this definitely our second because of Rocky? Have we got a third?
I don't think so, but now you're making me think, so I'm going to have to go back and think.
I think we got three. Jay, do you think we got three? Philadelphia?
Philadelphia.
Not the usual suspects, not
Anybody? What are we talking about? We're talking about trading places. Now we couldn't remember. Was it? I'm sorry. I've been all over the place this weekend. Was it me or you, Sandy, that put this on?
It's you. I
It's
see
me.
on the list it's you.
Me, yes. I thought it was me. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. And so our second Dan
others.
Aykroyd and our second Eddie Murphy. So Eddie Murphy was in Jay's one. Oh, Jay, what was your pick for Eddie Murphy?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop, yes. Oh, great movie. And then
Another good one.
Ghostbusters with Dan Aykroyd. Little fun fact before I put up the poll. It was supposed to originally be, of course, Richard Pryor and Richard Pryor and
Gene Wilder, not Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Gene
Was
Wilder.
it?
Yeah, it's supposed to
really?
originally then.
Oh, but they had already
I
done
kinda-
Stir Crazy, so
Yeah, I kind of like this because it gives him a little bit more fresh content. But I'm gonna go
I don't
with-
think Gene Wilder would be able to be as snooty as Dan Aykroyd
Yes.
comes off as, because Gene Wilder is just naturally wacky.
Yeah, I think Dan Aykroyd has Lewis Winthorpe the Third.
Quite.
Does it quite well like that? He sounds like that arrogant twat that went to like that kind of and it works.
Just an uppity rich, you know.
Yep.
Yes, that's it. But Jay, this was your first watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is actually one that, and I'm a big fan of both. Like I said, I grew up watching Eddie Murphy movies, his stand-up, and I've also seen a lot of Dan Aykroyd for the most part. Coneheads, things like that was all in my era of growing up. So
Coneheads is bad but great. It's
yeah,
terrible.
you gotta.
So
It actually
bad
used to give me
maybe.
nightmares at first when I was a kid, and then I grew into
my
it.
God.
Yeah, the shape of the heads just freaked me out. But so I've been a fan of both of them pretty much my whole life, especially Eddie. And this is one that kind of just always I knew of it. I've always known of it. It just always slipped by me. Never really got around to watching it.
And is it our second? Elliot? Mr.
Denholm Elliott. It's our
Elliott.
second. For him, it's our second Jamie Lee Curtis. And this is a massive cast of background and extras.
Got Bo Diddley in it. Come on. It's literally
Massive list of background and extras. And we're going to
James L.
find
Jones in it. And me and
Robert L.
Jay,
Jones, yeah.
Jay, who was the guy out of Breaking Bad and
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
he
And
was in it for
Homicide.
a quick,
he
quick
plays
second.
Cell Prisoner 2.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
Quick
brilliant.
scene, but he was definitely in there.
Yeah.
He
And
was also in The
was
Usual
his-
Suspects.
I was going to
so
say
it's
that
our
was his second
Yes,
movie.
yes, he was. Yes.
I have a long list of people that you're going to be surprised, or you probably will.
This is gonna add our Matrix thing where we got the list is quite a lot. So
It is,
Yes.
but you know what? It's the same director as the Blues Brothers and a whole host of other like 80s
Yeah, John Landis. Mhm.
80s films where he did those massive, like, others and extras. Like, think about the cast of the Blues Brothers. Oh my gosh. And there are a few people from the Blues Brothers that you'll see popping up here. But he did massive, massive casts. And that's what is in this film, surprisingly, because I am, I watched this film many, many, many years ago, edited as a kid, of course. But I'm looking at it completely differently now. And as we begin, if you're ready to begin, I was watching
What?
the architecture in this film. I could just talk. I
What,
posted in the
Philadelphia?
chat.
Is it the Philadelphia Mint, isn't it? I think.
Oh,
That's
there
where
are so
you could
many
do it.
iconic
But before we
places.
go,
The
everybody
Philadelphia
knows-
City Hall. Yeah.
Let's see if you get this, because you would have to be an Eddie Murphy fan to get this. What other movie are the Duke brothers in? So it's Beverly Hills Cop, The Golden Child, Coming to America, Another 48 Hours. Don't answer now. We're getting.
Okay, I was just about to
There we
answer
go.
it.
But wait for the end. That's it. But yes, I must say this is my pick. It's a very fun movie. It's an 80s style movie, and I think it's very it's a good little. They're like when they buddy up. I think it's good, but I think this is, they're two people they play comedy quite well. But this is very a satire comedy, because it's nothing that makes you overly laugh. It's not make you, you're not going to wet your pants. Let's say that it's a
clever comedy.
Yeah, it's clever comedy.
It's one of the ones that makes you smile more than it makes you really laugh out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But look at Philadelphia. Well, at least the highways, you guys call it. What's that?
So this is still there. These signs are still there. I-95 South connects from Washington, actually from all the way from Florida up through Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York. That's our main interstate on the East Coast. But let's look at the cars. Let's look at, that's some kind of a Pontiac, I think, and maybe an Oldsmobile. And from the first, I love the opening scenes of this film, which I would have never paid attention to before, because it just gives you these little snippets around Philadelphia. But this is definitely capturing that moment in time, slice of life, kind of like Saturday Night Fever did, because it was filmed in the 70s. This is an 80s film filmed in the 80s using all the sets and scenery of Philadelphia, and I am all for it. I'm looking at the cars, the clothing, the buildings, the architecture, all kinds of cool stuff. And from the opening scene,
the grey.
Yeah, and then there's that. Yeah.
That's it. This is out also. Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
It
Christmas
is.
movie. That's it. So we get. I like how they do that. You get instantly when it's set. They instantly quite cleverly do it, because these are like cut scenes. You get of all little bits of Philadelphia. Of course, I made that, and the trains and everything like. You get a good set of where we are. It's a bit. Some of it is and they do it quite well. Is there's a lot of it that looks crap, and then you get to where Coleman comes out, and it's look, they try and very quickly do the class element, so
and it's right around
what
the
you're gonna
corner. That house is smack dab in the middle of Philadelphia. I think that house is on Rittenhouse Square, and then there's also, they show scenes from Washington Square. So, Philadelphia, kind of like Washington, D.C., in between all the critical buildings and the government buildings and office buildings are neighborhoods. And some are really poor and some are really well-to-do, and they're all within walking distance of each other. So that's kind of cool. But and I'm looking at the advertising. There's the Tropicana Orange train, the cars. There's a little bit of product placement. Here we are at the Italian market, which was featured
you've done
in
a walkthrough?
Rocky, and I've done a stream through and a walkthrough when we were doing Rocky.
Jay, you been in Philadelphia?
No, fortunately.
No.
Not a Philadelphia fan.
You don't have to like the sports teams, but
yeah,
in Philly,
honestly, it's their fans that I can't get along
Yeah,
with.
I'm with
They're
you.
a tough fan base, but
Eagles, 49.
Eagles,
is it?
Flyers,
Flyers.
76ers,
76ers,
and
that's it.
Phillies.
Phillies, yeah.
No, I'm only kidding. I really don't have anything against Philadelphia. More just the sports fun and rivalry. But no, I haven't been yet.
Now, the one you
I
just
bet-
passed over really quickly, that the bus was in front of that shoe store, I wrote that one down. I want to see if that's still there because I know that
Oh,
neighborhood.
big,
But
the big feet.
yeah, I don't think those stores are there, but I know that area. Both my kids having gone to school in Philadelphia, and it's just a, 2-hour drive from Baltimore. So it's a place that I have frequented for a day trip all the time.
I do like it when we get through, like, just everything. Just I like grey, dirty, but yeah, we get, and then the nice
And then
house.
Delancey Street. Yeah, this is
Yes,
on Delancey Street.
and then we get who's that?
Now that's Washington Square, and I've done a walk through there. There's the monument to George, and
Boo,
there's a little
boo.
light there. Hey, we're coming up on the day.
The wrong George. You supported the wrong
Yeah,
George.
we're coming up on the day there, but that monument is still there. That park is still there.
That's a good statue. That is a good.
It's a really
that is
good park
skull-
too. The whole
yeah.
park is really nice.
Mm-hmm. It is actually really nice. The whole setup there, the behind him, all that's a really nice
Yeah.
setup for a statue.
Yeah, and all
old
around
George.
the perimeter
Why do you
are
put
the
like, because it's weird, because you
flags.
normally put like that kind of on a horse, wouldn't they?
Sometimes, yeah, he's other
Mm.
places in a horse.
Mm.
On a horse.
But then we get I'm guessing it's
Neighborhood?
the 80s. I'm going to call it a ghetto. I'm going to call it. It's like
It's
we
just
kind
the
of get
hood neighborhood.
yeah.
I
Smashed windows.
swear to goodness, I know exactly where this building is. I know exactly where. I don't think it's the Department of Labor. I think that's like the Philadelphia City Archives, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But they all look. But look at the cars. There's an Impala. This train station is fabulous. It is Art Deco. It is right in the middle of the city. The main train station though is 30th Street Station, which is north of here. But this is the smaller train station, and the entire building is magnificent.
Did like Philadelphia get a lot like in the 30s then, like for Art Deco? Because it is, you can see that throughout the style.
It's
Or was it just-
so there's two styles. It's Art Deco and it's what's called the Second Empire, which is French influenced, and that's predominantly like in the 1910s, between 1890 and 1910, when cities like Baltimore and Philadelphia really boomed because of industry. Manufacturing was moving out toward the Rust Belt, so business was establishing in the other cities on the East Coast. And so lots of buildings sprouted up
think-
at
think
the
yeah,
lots
yeah,
of
it
buildings
does.
sprouted up at that time. Yeah.
It still looks like it needs a good clean.
It does. It does. Actually, it's a lot cleaner now.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, in the 80s, if it's like New York in the 80s,
Yeah.
not very nice. Yeah,
Hard times. Yep. The 1970s were not good to the United States.
the
it was
Thinking Man.
That's a Rodin. That's a copy of the Thinker. There are multiple
Mhm.
ones. This is not at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It's across the street. There is a Rodin museum within walking distance of the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
Let me get
I'll be
back
quiet
to
now.
Coleman. Look at that.
Be quiet
Coleman.
now. You know what this
There we
reminds
go.
me of, though? That opening scene. I don't know if you've ever seen Jeeves in Worcester with
Yes.
Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry. It
I
reminds
definitely
me
am,
of,
yeah.
of Stephen Fry playing Jeeves.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. But yeah, then Dan Aykroyd, who is Lewis Winfield the third. Come on, the third, like that. So I always love that. Like, yeah, I always think it's funny because, like, you're of course Republic, but like, why it makes you sound a bit more royal-ish. Like having, I'm the third of my name. Like, yeah, I always think that when you call yourself that.
I
No,
think
no.
because, well, for me, I actually I have worked for a hot minute with a gentleman whose son worked at our company and grandson worked at our company. So we needed to know who was the senior, junior, and the third because they were all still working at the same place.
Now I'm going to ask Jay now. Jay, as you have a butler, is this the correct dining procedure in the morning?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Would I like this? I don't know if I would.
It's
like
funny
this.
you say that because I thought the same thing. I'm like, I don't even think I'd
would-
want this, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Now I say there's a couple of things like no, like I don't want dinner. I want, like breakfast in bed.
I don't eat
like,
right
this and
away. No.
Well, yeah, like
No.
I'm so not a breakfast person. I do
No.
like breakfast food, but like I need to be up for a while before I can
Yeah,
eat
I'm not
anything.
but I need to kind of scratch my face, scratch other bits, go to the toilet, come back, wake myself up, go for a coffee, then realise I'm
Go back to
it's
sleep.
morning time, and then get
Honest
some
to
food.
God.
Yeah, and then you're lucky if oh, what's the time? Oh, I'm too late. I haven't got time for breakfast. Like, this.
Now, see,
Yeah,
I
having a
wouldn't
full-
find this at
I
night.
also-
Because
well,
I find
yeah.
myself, when I have my cup of tea at night, I don't want to get back up and put the cup in the sink. And I would like for someone to relieve me of my
Oh, you
empty
would-
cup
Yeah,
of
fair
tea
enough.
Oh,
at
you're
night.
going to be
enough.
excuse me, garçon.
So I could see a cup of tea or, a nice something, a drink or something right before bed. But I also am just in general, I'm not a fan of eating in bed.
No.
I wouldn't really
Yeah.
want any meal in bed because the crumbs but also it's just
Yeah.
not like a comfortable way to eat. Like I want to be at a table where I'm sitting and got elbow space and all that. I'm not a food in bed kind of person. So yeah, this whole kind of rich trope is a little bit lost on me. I've never been a fan of it.
No, not at all. Good trader. Good tray of food.
Yeah, fair
But then
enough.
I like how he's literally. This is like it's so obvious that like it's quite good because it's so like a military regiment. This first bit, it's so like this is what he does daily. He's got everything like has the clean shave, like razored, like proper cutthroat.
Well, look
like
at the chair
that
he's
and the
sitting on.
paper.
It's a proper
Oh.
barber's chair that
Yeah.
he's sitting in his bathroom.
Yes, that's it. But yeah, then he gets in. The suits? Look at the colours. You can have grey, dark grey, grey.
Okay,
It's
I'm
like,
going to give myself away here. Every day in a suit, I'm in black or blue. That's it. I don't even bother with color. And I know it's my colleagues, even the men, they dress in color. And I'm just like, nope, black and blue. It's easy
I
enough.
do like a bit of colour.
Yeah, no.
Except for pink. Can't do pink. I'm too pal. It blends in. Even a girlfriend was like, let's try you in pink. And she tried me in one. She went, take it off. You just look weird. You look like you're
Always
wearing a
trust-
onesie. Oh, I'm sorry.
Always trust your girlfriend. She knows.
Oh my
her
god! I was
passion.
like, I don't want to wear pink. I look weird. She was like, no, you won't. And she was like, oh no. So yeah, that's it. Oh, also remind me, I have gossip, actual gossip about
okay.
my girlfriend that nobody knows, but she's told me I can tell you.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, remind
On
me at the end.
stream or off stream?
On stream, I can tell you a little bit of gossip of something people think might happen, but might not happen.
Love it.
And it's happening because somebody is going to do the costume design for somebody. And
Ooh,
I will
okay.
tell you what film it is and who it is.
I'm
Dum, dum,
excited.
dum, dum, right
Okay,
at the
I've
end.
written
So
it down.
chat,
Okay, at the end.
Stay. But remind me, because I will forget. otherwise.
World
And I was like,
exclusive at the end of the stream.
It
ladies
was.
Yeah.
I
and
was like,
gentlemen.
can I say it? And she was like, well, yeah, well, no, why not? It was like that. So,
Awesome.
yes, that's it. So it will get announced. It's actually happening. So that's good.
Oh,
It's
that's
like coming out
awesome.
soon. So who the lineup is. So I'm just going to let you. It's not a reboot. It's a sequel of a sequel of a sequel.
Oh
of a
my
sequel.
God.
Sequel.
Okay.
It's something like that. So
Fast
something
and
of
Furious
our-
12 or whatever
Yeah.
number they're
Oh
on.
my god! Yeah, doing Vin Diesel's bra.
Friday the
Okay,
13th.
sagging a little bit. But yeah, wait
that's so
to
cool.
the end. Oh, I was like, oh, that's good. So
Oh, that's
here's
cool.
what
Oh,
yeah,
may I
another-
also comment? There were hat boxes in that closet.
Yes.
There were hat boxes. I'm loving the hat
I
boxes.
love a hat. I love a hat. That's it. But yes, it's all going. And I like this bit when he just stands next to the car. And he has to wait till he puts on his driving gloves. He's just
Little Christmas trees, more little Christmas touches
Yes.
here, reminding us
I say
what
it's
time
Christmas.
of year it is.
Yes,
Love
I don't
that.
like the car. I don't know what Mercedes. I just don't like the look of
No,
that
it doesn't
Mercedes. That
fit.
yeah,
It
it's not
doesn't
like it's just a not. It's probably a very posh man's Mercedes, but I don't. It's just not nice. I don't like the car. That's it. But off they go, and we get more things, and then he gets into. We
Stop,
don't get
stop,
the full-
stop, stop,
I'm
stop,
not-
stop.
Talk
So the
about it.
building, the building is the Duke and Duke Company investment company, but that is the Fidelity Bank building in Philadelphia today. It's on Broad Street, which is the main drag, really, that goes north and south through Philadelphia. It kind of dead end. No, it doesn't dead end. It City Hall sits in the middle of Broad Street. So when you get to City Hall, you have to go around City Hall on Broad Street. Broad Street continues north all the way through the city, and Temple University, where one of my kids attends college, is also on Broad Street. So Broad Street is the place to be. That's all the big buildings. The original Wanamaker's department store building is there. A whole bunch of other really cool businesses there on Broad Street. So continue, please. Sorry. Oh, and please notice the fashion. For the men, I mean, the fashion is the same, right? Suits are suits. But if you just kind of take a look around what the women are wearing, I know that this film obviously was filmed in the 80s. They set this film in the 80s, and this is great. This is really, like, if you want to know what life was like in an East Coast city in the 80s, a historian could actually go back and look at this film, at the beginning of this film, and get a little bit of an idea. I think they did this beginning sequence exceptionally well. I'll be quiet now.
There you go. That's okay. Carry on with the article. Like that. So we get I love that. Give me your coat, give me your jacket, and then off here. And I love it. It's like, morning, Mr. Windfall. Morning, morning, good morning. As he carries on down that, it's like, so it's good. But what he started off with, what we kind of think, he's got I do like their chosen trades they go on. So we have pork belly,
they're commodities,
frozen,
orange
economies,
juice concentrate,
gold,
wheat.
coffee, and wheat. That is it. So that's what they go on. And he's got I've got an idea on pork bellies.
It's what's called the COMEX, the COMEX. It's the commodities exchange, and those are actually it sounds funny.
It's so funny. It's like, what?
Orange juice is. I'm drinking it now. Orange juice concentrate is a big deal here.
But I always laugh when we go back to these where a computer era film comes on. Oh, I love the computers. Look at that. I don't know, we can't see the screen, but just that green screen. Jay, you missed out. You missed out on that terrible.
I saw like relics of that era, but I never actually used them myself.
They are so terrible. I remember watching Sandy. Do you remember using a BBC computer?
No, my first was a Commodore 64 or a Commodore computer, which was
that was more of like a gaming computer.
But there was a Commodore computer, like a Radio Shack version. But there are a few other relics on this desk. Now, forget about the writing, the pen and ink. That dates back to the early 1900s.
And it's now on Sandy's desk.
I wish. No, but it wouldn't be because it's silver and Sandy hates silver. Oh, yes, There's another relic on this desk that was prominent in the 1980s. That answering machine that looks like a cassette deck. Yeah, that answering. Oh, my God. We used to have one of those. A goofy answering machine. What a clunker. You don't even need those anymore. You just, it's automatic.
He leaves a message. He just left. I would say,
I know. I don't want to hear from you.
I don't remember the last time. I even when you your voice, your phone goes onto voicemail. Who leaves it? I'll just text you.
Just call
Hi,
back.
mate. Blah, 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 blah. You just text, ain't you? It's terrible. What a good, I'm not monopoly, The Office. Literally got a fireplace in the office.
That was a little surprising, but those office buildings are really old. They were probably built in the late 1800s to early 1900s. So in the penthouse area, there might have been fireplaces. Hey, Rick is here. AWOL's here. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
But what a good desk. I must say, I do like them padded boards. They have the padded boards, the
blotter.
Board.
We call that a blotter, even though it's not a blotter. I have one.
I do like them.
I have one. You can tear the pages off. It has 4 layers of pages, so you can write for a while, and it's kind of I don't know, so that you're not scuffing up the desk. But then, as the pen or pencil makes indents over time, you can rip off one. So there's 4 of them, and I have one right here. I do. I love it.
Good office. But then we get to Duke and Duke. And then in their whatever mansion this is in America. Yeah, Sandy, you look it up?
Yeah, it's not in downtown Philadelphia. It's just outside of downtown Philadelphia.
Very regal. Let's say that. It's like that. But this is Duke and Mortimer and Oh, what's the other guy's name?
Raymond?
Oh,
Is it Raymond?
Raymond. That's it. Raymond. Yes, Raymond. Yes.
Yes, that sounds
Yes.
right.
And there's, and I like how it is literally
Randolph.
like
I'm sorry,
downtown.
it's Randolph.
Randolph, yeah.
Yes, it is like Downton Abbey. They're just going to work, but all the servants are lined up to say goodbye. I mean,
Morning,
jeez
morning.
Louise.
And I love it because I bet you they just when they leave they went, "What a bunch of arseholes." Every morning there we have to do this every morning. What a bunch of arseholes. Like that. Oh, it's like, but
And they're
I'm
all
guessing, like,
old and ancient and decrepit.
yeah. Well, this is what I'm guessing. What would be classed as new money, wouldn't it? So they're like what they said later on. They've been in stock exchange nearly over 50 years or whatever since they of the stock exchange as well. They've had a seat, but yeah, I've got a better car though. A little nicer car. Is
Yeah, I
that
do like that car a
Rolls-Royce?
little better.
Yeah. And I like it because how clean their drive is. And it's been snowing, and they literally, I think they proper made sure. Let's make sure their drive is pristine. So yeah, they got good old drive. But we get like, what was it? He reads the science. How
Like
was
the
it called?
Science magazine. And
Yeah,
it's playing on. Now I know we'll hit a few areas where we will comment on language being used that we would find completely not acceptable today. You know, stereotypes for both, black black Americans, white Americans, blackface, which is definitely not cool. Other derogatory terms that we will just say would not be acceptable today. But kind of the underlying theme of the film is discussed here. It's nature versus nurture. It's still something we discuss today in, social science. Is behavior a product of the environment, or is it a product of genetics? So the more enlightened of the brothers, I kind of think, Mortimer thinks that it is environmental influence, and the other brother thinks, nope, it's breeding, it's good stock, it's DNA. And they begin their little discussion.
it's not all about money.
It is all about money.
That's
these
why
two.
Mummy loved me the most. That's it. I love it. But yeah, it's I just love this. It's just like I love it
The
when
green
they.
screen.
I love the green screen, but I do like it when they do this in like when we have sci-fi movies, like Alien.
Oh,
They
just
have
the
the
numbers
same
ticking over.
Yeah. I had exactly the same. It's great, but yeah, we have there's pork bellies, and they're like, yeah, there's a set price by
Winthrop.
Lewis.
Lewis, yeah.
Lewis, and yeah, he's called it a 70, and then they're like, no, let's call it now. Let's wait a minute, and then like because they waited 30 seconds, they made an extra 300,000,
75,000. So Lewis is smart, and this is where I think on my previous watches of this film, I was much younger. I kind of viewed Lewis as a total jerk, and because he is in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I think I viewed it as, well, he got what's coming to him. But actually, I have more sympathy for him right away because he is smart and he is the one making them a lot of money. And they're going to pull this little prank on him. It's really not fair. It's definitely not.
But they say also they've done it before.
They've
So,
done it
yeah.
before for the usual
And I
bet.
say like this is where we I think we've spoken before, where rich people do stuff because they're bored. They do stuff out of the ordinary, what ordinary people do. It's because they've done everything. They get bored. So let's screw people over because it's more funny and it's entertaining. And how much they do it for? $1. And I think that is a good little concept. It's like, what's the bet? The usual. And I think it's great. But yeah.
Because money doesn't mean anything to them.
No.
And I think,
It's
you know,
more
that-
like beat you.
Yep. I love the bookshelf. Just saying.
But the old, yes. Oh, well, I had a meaning. And I love that. We get some. Because there's Muffy. That's it. We never see. I think she was in one other movie. And then she was when we get to the actress, she was a Ralph Lauren model. I had to look it up. And she was
Really?
nothing else. Yeah. And then, this and then nothing. No, but good office. Then we get the going to what they're going to their gentleman's club, aren't they? So they go to gentleman's where we first. Then we get Eddie Murphy's character, Billy Ray Valentine.
Valentine, and the gentleman at the door, the doorman,
Yep.
is Robert Earl Jones. James Earl Jones' son, brother, brother or son.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
We had because he was also in The Sting. He was Luther, or he was the the gentleman in The Sting.
Yeah.
Has to be brother. It would be too.
Has to be the age.
He
Yeah,
would be
got to be the age.
too old to be his son.
But we get he's a well, I can't remember how he says it. Like ex Green Beret, Vietnam veteran, airborne, special forces, Mr. Orange.
Who served at the Viet Cong.
Yeah,
That's what he said, and he was an Agent Orange.
Agent. I was Agent Orange. And when he said like I was Mr. Orange,
Just call me Agent Orange.
And I just remembered Reservoir Dogs, like with all their. Like,
oh yeah,
was it?
Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown,
Yeah.
Mr. Orange.
But yeah, he gets pushed away. So he's a homeless con man. I'm guessing the best way. So he's pretending to be a Vietnam vet with no legs, and blind certain times. But yeah, so we get that. And then we get back to the Gentleman's Club. That was established 1776. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So, and then everybody's, you know what? I love it. And it is good because is how everybody in this club speaks. Oh, it's so irritating. Well, hello there.
They're trying to be British,
Yeah.
It's like a fake
it's
put on
hard.
accent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great though. It works as you want to disdain for everybody there, and everybody's like, oh, and they got like this. Well, we've got this little section, so we're higher up than you. So you've got your little table, but we're here, and it's great. But yeah, and then we get the argument. There you go, Science Journal. And I like that. So we get like the the butler, and we've got your tip, like your
Christmas
bonus, and they're like $5, and it's so like they probably make $5 like a second, these guys, and they're like, and then the other guy, well, and he goes, well, I might go to the movies by myself, and he's like that. Don't forget to thank me. Half of it is from me. It's like that. He's like, wow, it's just and the worst thing is, these guys do exist. This is the problem.
Absolutely.
These guys do exist. And I think this is what I think, because, any rich country, any capitalism country, I suppose, like that, they do exist. They do think I'm better than you. Like
They
that.
do.
Oh, it's just great. And it is, yeah.
Do you know what it is they're drinking?
Eggnog
No.
or White Russians or
I
milk?
think it's Alka-Seltzer.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
Yeah,
the stress of the business, because it's white and fizzy. I just think,
Yeah.
I think it's, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. That was a big thing in the 80s. Do you know that,
Yeah,
James?
yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, and then you take it to settle your stomach and your nerves.
Oh.
Tastes terrible.
Yes.
I think that's what it is, because it was a little too fizzy.
But now we get Lewis has come up. He's doing the payroll. I like that. He has to get the payroll signed off. I love that. Like
That's crazy.
Like old school. Like every bit of payroll. I'm guessing it was like a certain amount. But this is where he comes in to get a payroll. He speaks to his friends who are like, hello, like, and he takes the jib. And what's it? Oh, Penelope, isn't it? Is it Penelope? His
Is it
girlfriend.
Penelope?
Yes, I
Yes,
believe so.
Penelope
And he goes,
Witherspoon.
Oh, and he goes, oh, I can't play squash today. And he goes, I'm having dinner with me. Oh, aren't you lucky? And he's like, there's no luck about it. And I was like, oh, you. It makes you like you. I don't like you because you're so up your own arse, so to speak politely. But then we get that, and so they're signing up the payroll, but there is a weird payroll for 50,000, and it's what is it?
Clarence Banks.
Clarence Beeks. That's it.
Beeks.
Clarence
Mr.
Beeks.
Beeks, yep.
No, I'll take care of that. He's doing a secret project. So yeah.
I like
Is that
that,
hard?
Rick. The Joel Boyard shot Harvard accent. It's like the
Hello.
That snooty, yes.
Is that what our Harvard people do? They're like, hello.
Hello.
I can't say I hang around too many of them, but that's the Ivy League is definitely where you're going to hear some of that,
Where's
that
Harvard?
kind
Where's
of
Harvard?
accent.
What state?
Massachusetts.
Sandy?
It's in Massachusetts. That's why he
Yeah,
said
Massachusetts.
Jay.
That's
It's up near
Rick
Jay.
was Rick was referencing Boston.
Did you get kicked out then? Did you get, Jay? Did you get kicked out?
I've not even close to being accepted to Harvard to be kicked out.
Oh yeah. I'm guessing. What is it? What would be the fees at Harvard?
Oh
No.
God, I wouldn't even want to know.
It's
Whatever
where
it is,
the
it's a
super
scam.
rich-
It's too
yeah,
much.
the super rich send their kids who can't get in anywhere else. That's the way we joke around. We
Um,
have in Maryland, St. John's College in Annapolis is this super ultra snooty, built in 1670 college or whatever it is. And they play cricket on the lawn. That's our version of like super snooty, but it's really
American playing cricket. Yeah, I can. What?
I know. They're playing cricket. They're drinking. They have the little pavilions, so they can take a big long break in between whatever you do in cricket. You take lunch in the middle of
Yes.
cricket.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody just stops and has
Yep,
lunch
that's
in the
cricket.
middle of a
Yep.
sporting event. Yeah, they do
They
this.
do
here.
go on for 5 days, so you give them most of the time.
Okay, it's very. It's I'd never experienced anything like it. Let me tell you. But yeah.
Lord, you have to go to Lords. That'd be great. Pim's ice cream and strawberries.
Oh, it sounds
Game
lovely.
of cricket. It's great. Game of cricket is good. You wouldn't have to understand the rules. Here's going to silly mid off. What?
No idea. No idea.
That's it. But yeah, so we get the thing, and I like it. They talk about the Penelope is their great niece, isn't they? So you got like, and so he's getting in the family because he's the MD of their property. But yeah, and they even make a comment. He's a bit up himself, isn't he? And he's like, well, it's because of good breeding.
But they
good
all
inbreeding.
are. They all are.
Yeah. But who's uppity more of themselves? But then we go back to Eddie Murphy, who now is not blind. He tries to crack on to some girl very sexually whilst the police are watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this. The police don't arrest him at the start. They're like, we're just going to reveal you. You know, there we go. Great war
You
veteran.
served in Vietnam. We did too. This is where
Yeah.
you get the whole
It's
rundown.
so funny. Yeah, it's like, yeah, what unit were you in? And it was just like every kind of made up unit. And I like it when he gets it. Oh my God, it's a Christmas miracle. I'm legs. I'm not blind. And
can see.
and they let him
Thank you,
wander
Jesus.
off. It does good. But unfortunately, whilst he turns and the police are coming back to him the other way, he bumps into Lewis Winthrop III, who he thinks is robbing his the payroll.
And he's not. He's trying to hand it back to
and
him.
he's
But
like, I'll give it back to you. Like he goes, I'm sorry. You thief. What he then rushes through the gentleman's club, where the police apprehend him, and this is where again Winthrop, I want to press all charges. Like, was he going to get done for existing arrest, like robbing, assault? And he's like, he's looking for a few years. And how you say it, in most countries, if they would look more prominent on the rich man
of
than
course.
the poor thing. So yeah,
Of course. And I like the way this movie makes that absolutely clear that this is kind of ridiculous. You know,
Yeah.
this poor guy was obviously trying to hand back a briefcase and they're just going to chuck him out because he looks the type, as they say.
Yes.
He looks downtrodden, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. But it's press charges, and then it's the Dukes are like, what's going on? And this is where, after a while, they come up with their plan to that because of it. Valentine is the salt, because that's it. They come up with a bet that if Valentine was in the shoes of the upbringing of Winthrop, that he would have turned out that way, and vice versa. But the thing is, they believe that's not it. It's just circumstances. So their aim of the game straight away is to make a bet that they can make Winthrop turn to crime.
To crime. He has to commit a crime.
Commit crime in certain ways. So he has to lose it, not just lose his job, has to lose his friends, his credibility, and everything. Yeah. So that, and then then Valentine, they can make a kind of another MD, so make him rich and then turn his back on everything he's been. So this is it, and they don't say at the start, I like this, usual bet. God, of course, handshake. So yeah, so this is it's figured, and then we get back to now
I must say, I love a crepe Suzette. I love, and I've
had one.
I don't. I hate it. Oh,
I'm embarrassed to say I have been at a restaurant and had this entire thing done in front, and it's the butter and the sugar and the lemons and the oranges, and oh my God, it tastes so.
Do you like a crepe, Jay?
Good.
I've never really had one, to be honest. I can't say definitely not like this, at least. I'd like to try it. It looks nice.
It's like a really flat pancake.
That's what I've always heard, and that's why I've never made like a point to really go out and get one.
I'm not a pancake fan.
Oh, see, I like pancakes, but like I also like I like fun pancakes, like chocolate chip pancakes. Like I don't know if I'm fancy enough for this kind of crepe, but I'd like to try it.
Yeah, I'm very simple. Like lemon, sugar, bit of like maybe maple syrup. That would be me. That would be it. Like, but I love the fluffy ones that you get. You can put ice cream in crepes,
Jay. You can roll. You can put ice cream and stuff and roll them up. Make like a burrito.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I definitely like to try
it with ice cream, and it's like a burrito. It's awesome.
No, I just don't like it. They get like alcoholic ones. They get a bit silly like that.
Yeah, these do.
Yeah,
these are good. There's Grand
Marnier
Marnier
with a bit of whiskey or something. Yeah, but yeah, I love that. And then God, you mentioned like again, I like it because they're trying to like this is the 80s, of course, but it does feel well, especially for me and Sandy. It's Downton. You've literally come home.
Feels like Downton, yeah.
And you've got like there's only two of you. Jay, Sandy, you get dressed up for like just you and your partner.
Yeah,
Never.
in my pajama pants and a t-shirt. That's about it.
Like, just come down in a dicky bow. See what happens, Jay. Just a dicky bow. See what happens next.
But did you notice? Like he's even wearing a chef's hat. Like why would you put the chef's hat on? Poor Coleman.
It's just like I did. Yeah, but the thing is, this happens still.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it is satire, but like it's based off like to some degree. This is happening somewhere for some people.
I'm gonna get the lobster. They're full lobster. Like I don't know, but like doing this every day, how fat would you be? You're not working off any calories cooking it. You'd be like that. Yeah, and then unfortunately, she Penelope talking about the ordeal Winthrop has been through with the criminal. He's he nearly died, and even they say to Coleman, yes, he's explained it. And then but yes, well, let's say a bit of excitement in her life has turned her on.
Right.
So yes. I need you now.
Now.
No, we will take drinks in the other room. And like that. Dessert, you can have it. He's like, thank you very much. It's like that. So yeah, it's straight in the bin. And then of course the Dukes. No, the only bit like this bit, the conversation that he understands what they're going to do is very short.
In 5 seconds.
Well, if it's science,
because he's done it. They've done it before.
Yeah. And then he's like, yes, well, I work for you. So it's your house. I work for you. So then you realise, it's not Winthrop's house. It's just the Dukes and Dukes.
But again, I'm realizing Winthrop has made them a ton of money. And
yes.
And it's something I guess I didn't pick up on earlier watches.
Well, he even later Sandy, get your calculator out. He says what he's got $150,000 in his bank alone,
something like that. 130, 150, somewhere in that range. Yeah.
So what was that? 1983 was the movie.
Yep. 150,000. Hang on. That would be $510,000 today.
Yeah. So $500,000. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Sandy. Is this what you go to dinner with?
No, I don't think I've ever worn a bow in my hair since I was like 5 years old.
There you go. Well, you're missing out. I must say that I do that regularly.
I definitely don't do the poofy sleeves. I I can't pull off the poofy sleeve.
I do love 80s, like you see in like Dallas Dynasty with the shoulders.
The
What
shoulder
was that about?
pads.
What was the shoulder pads? Like, oh my God, Elizabeth Taylor with a massive shoulder pads. Boom, boom. Oh, it's like, oh, it's good. Yeah, terrible.
I don't know.
But we get that. And I do like how they undress, but are still talking about work, and she's
Having
talking
a serious
about
conversation.
yeah, they're not like, oh, it's like she's talking about mummies.
I'll just go with Todd.
Yeah, and
somewhere.
it's literally it's so funny, and then yeah, it's
Such a
no, I'm
snooty
done
name,
for the,
Todd.
it's Todd, yeah, Todd. But then we get back in the chat, and there we go. Everybody-
Giancarlo Esposito.
yeah. Oh, how
So
young
you
he
all
must have
mentioned
been
him
in there.
from where?
Breaking Bad.
So
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah,
And
he's
he
the
was
main
in The
villain.
Usual Suspects, which we've had, and I know him from Homicide: Life on the Street, filmed in Baltimore.
He's actually a really good actor. He's been
He's
in.
really
He
good.
was in The Gentleman as well, like the Netflix series that Guy Ritchie did, not the movie
Yeah.
version.
And he was.
He's
the
really good
baddie
in that, too.
The Mandalorian.
Yep.
He
I
was
don't remember how many
yeah.
seasons he was in it because I stopped watching, but I think he was in the first two.
Yeah.
And do you
of
remember
course
when
he
we were
did-
talking about Morgan Freeman last week, and I pulled up a reference to the Electric
Yeah,
Company, this
that's
kid
The
show?
Boys.
Giancarlo Esposito was also in the Electric Company. Now I'm
No
looking
kidding.
for it on the
Wow.
the list of
He's
credits.
got such
Yep.
a like a I'm an evil villain voice though. He's kind of got that I do not trust him.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
very calm demeanor too,
Yeah.
that calm and precise way of
Mhm.
speaking. It's he's got a great kind of villain persona there.
But yeah, we get Billy Ray here trying to up himself in the holding cell. I'm guessing never been there, so like that. So hopefully you guys have never been there as well. I'm guessing it's like it's their processing. I'm guessing like that. So trying to explain that he's beaten up everyone, and then we get these two guys are.
The real big guys.
We've had enough, and we're going to get the crap out of you because you're lying. And lucky enough, before he gets beaten up, he gets bailed out. But not just bowed out. The Dukes, when we get there, have managed to drop all charges. So they've got that much influence. Don't worry about it. We're going to drop all charges. So they get him in, and I do like it, like how they act, and then how Eddie Murphy acts is like that because he thinks they're, to be honest, a couple of pervs. A couple of they want a bit of him. It's like do you want come in? We've got some drinks. We got some like that. A little bit of money, and he keeps them. Everything they give him, puts in his pocket. So it's we have alcohol. There we go. And then he asks the driver. Like, what do I do? These guys, a couple of words that are like inappropriate for YouTube. And he's like, I don't know. And he goes, well, you've been a lot of help. Like that. But back he goes, and then he goes. They go back to Winthorpe's house at the moment, and this is your new house, and I do like it. He doesn't. This is your butler, Coleman, and he's like your servant, and he's like, and he keeps calling. I've got a slave. Yeah, like that. It's like, this is my slave. And it's and everything he touches, he goes to steal. And then, let's clean him up. Would you like a jacuzzi? I knew you guy were such and such. And he's like that. No, it's a jacuzzi bath. And then, the only time we ever had to get a jacuzzi is to fart in the bath. Yeah, it's like, but like.
And what does he
clothing.
do now? He's singing, sir.
Yeah.
He's singing in the bath.
But he's like, they do like they are a musical lot, aren't they? And that's it. So you can see
So
the racial
rude.
undertones. It's so rude.
But it's meant to be
yes.
ridiculous and sarcastic to make a point. It's meant to, to show how ridiculous the stereotypes definitely were, and to some extent still are. It's a class. It's definitely a class thing here. It's the haves and
it's class,
have-nots.
but it's also supposed to show the divide, isn't it? Like people just sometimes blinkered. They got the horse blinkers on. They don't. No, that's mine. They don't understand. the other side of it. But yeah, him stealing his own. Like, and look at the curtains, look at that, like that, and it's like, you are stealing from yourself. Yeah, like that. Do not do it. And then and he breaks a vase or a vase. There we go. Vase or vase, you two.
I
Vase.
say vase.
Vase, vase, bloody vase. Chat, vase or vase, and it's spelled bloody the same. But yeah, but it's like
we paid
what we
$35,000 for it,
yes.
but it was worth
But-
50, or
yeah,
insured for 50.
15. Insured for 15. He just made us $15,000. So they're very, very pleased. There we go. Back to it with liberty.
But do you
and
notice?
justice.
Yeah, liberty and justice for all, but members only. It's quite a
Is that a
paradox.
Metallica bit? Liberty, justice for all.
Oh, and Justice for All, awesome album. My God, that's a
Yes.
good album.
Good album. Jade, do you like Metallica?
A bit. I've never
Oh.
been a huge Metallica fan, but I got nothing against them either. It's not like Bruce Springsteen or something where I can't stand them.
Yeah, I can't stand
There's a few Metallica songs I really like. I just have never been a huge fan.
Yeah, but K-pop Demon Hunters, you're fine with.
Yeah, but you can
understand, we
find them on my
understand, we
playlist.
understand.
In fairness, you can find Metallica on my playlist too, so they're both on there.
Oh, yeah. My kid's into that. He's just like, I know that song now. I'm like, oh, it's one song he just plays it over and over again.
Yeah.
That's it. But
Rick
yeah, so
says
we
it's
get
vase. Rick
Yes.
says vase.
Vase. So we get the setup now. So their setup is using what's the guy's name again? The
Coleman.
no.
Who?
Is it
and
Beak? Beak?
Beaks.
Or
That's
Bleak?
it. Yeah, Beak.
Something like that.
Beaks. Yeah.
Beaks. That's it. Beaks. Yeah, that he's going to plant. So the Boston Gentlemen's Club, they all getting ready things. He bumps into him, doesn't he?
It's like
and
the
plants
United
some
Nations
money.
in this room here.
Oh my
Holy
God.
moly.
Well, you'll never get to see it, Sandy, if you were here, because this is Gentlemen's Only.
Yes, I
That's
know.
it. Yes, never but this is probably still here. If this was Gentlemen's Only, this will still be about.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm sure.
There's one. There's a great one in London, and it's a gentleman's. And I remember I didn't go there, but I managed to get into the building. Didn't because of that. Oh my God, it's like they are so magnificent. They're like architecture. You can smell the money. Let's say
Yeah.
that. It's just
We have
like,
the Cosmos Club here in Washington, D.C. I'm dying to get in there someday just to see it.
But yeah, it's like one of those women. No.
No,
Everybody like cleaners are all men. Everybody's a man. It's like nope.
I
But
do
yeah,
know
what
a woman who
yeah, that's good.
is
I
a
know a
member
woman.
who is a member of Augusta National.
Oh,
Augusta.
You know,
That's
because
really?
you know
I guess what they golfing.
the Masters, and in one of her early visits there, she got a hole in one. So
wow.
I won't say who it is because people know her, but yeah, I know her, and she also got a hole in one, which is just like, yeah,
That is pretty damn cool.
uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Go on, name all the flags. Do we know the flags? Except for the one I'm going to give. I'll let you off on the one on the left.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's that. The Pennsylvania flag is going to be I think that's
Let me get another bit. They can't get there.
the third one from the left. I think that's Pennsylvania, and then probably one of them is Philadelphia,
Yeah, and one's probably like their own.
and one of them's the club flag. Yeah.
But silver. I bet you wouldn't like to work here, there, Sandy.
No,
Everything silver.
Can't deal with silver. Hate it.
So he plants the money, and I'm guessing like is every photo like just go back there. Is it all the vice presidents, all the club
The
members,
club
like,
presidents,
I think-
probably
Yeah,
the
most
ancient
likely.
club presidents going way back.
What
and they're
building is
all-
this, Sandy? Did you look this up?
No,
building
no,
is
I
this?
didn't look it up.
Because I'm guessing all them paintings are there, real. There's somewhere that has all this.
Oh, I don't know. You
Has
keep
to have, 'cause
talking,
that's-
and I'll look up and
that's-
see.
That's Lincoln, isn't it? In the middle. Looks like
It does kind of look like it.
it looks like that portrait of Lincoln.
So
Yeah,
the
I
Heritage
can't
Club
make out any
is
of their faces
fictional.
enough to know.
This is fictional. This is not a real place.
But the building has to be. There's too many paintings for them to make that up.
The
would've
exterior
thought.
is the former Drexel Mansion, which does
Mhm.
exist in Philadelphia. The interiors were filmed in New York.
Okay. Doesn't say where.
Yeah. So no.
On secret society.
Or it could be I don't think it would be a studio though, but
But this reminds me, like you have your your senators. They have that like plinth, don't they? Like dun dun dun.
and the
Stand up.
gavel. Mhm.
Yes, yeah, it's like that.
That
There's
guy
something-
to the left looked like Hal Holbrook, but he's not credited here. I don't think it would be him. But who knows? The people are just showing up in this film.
yeah. But there's something rotten that has never taken its place in the Heritage Club. And we have a thief. And this is where Beeks explains that not over 20 minutes ago, there's been they've placed 3 X's on not even $100 bills. I think they're $50 bills,
50s.
aren't they? Yeah, in the men's room, of course, changing room, and we need to. We have a witness that has seen it. One of our operatives. So they get everybody to put a hand on the shoulder, go in the left one, and then of course he walks straight up to Winthorpe, who has the money, denies everything, and it's the Duke's. Well, this is terrible. And then we get back to the prison. Like we get in there, and he gets frog marks in. Anybody know who that guy is?
Does that gentleman
should-
look familiar to you?
Yeah, he does indeed. Well,
Jay?
not really, because he has his
Which one?
hand
The
up
bald guy or the guy
The
with the
bald
hat?
Yeah.
guy.
has normally his right hand up something.
So that is Frank Oz, who is
No.
Kermit the Frog, but
Oh, no kidding.
he also played the jail guard in the Blues Brothers. So when Elwood is being released at the beginning, and Jake is when Jake is being released and Elwood's picking him up, and he goes to retrieve his stuff. That's Frank Oz as well in the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
And you can tell from the voice if you listen really carefully, because his natural voice is very Kermit-like.
I'll have to go back and listen now because I didn't catch that the first time.
So we get then, I love this. I've done nothing wrong. What? And then the guy is like, you got to strip down, and the guy on the right, blah, 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 blah. I won't say what he says. It's like what? So they make him strip down. The guy on the left, what is he been in? He's been
I'm
in
just
so much.
looking him up because he is so familiar.
Yeah, like the
That
one
is
the
Eddie
the Wonder
Jones.
Years or
Let's see
something.
what he was in. Because so many of these guys are so familiar. Okay, so
And-
Eddie Jones was in,
When the Wonder Years, I want to say the Wonder Years.
and he just died in 2019. He was 84. He was what was her first name? In A League of Their Own, Hooch. Her
yes, the
dad.
Yes, it
Marla.
was the dad. Yes,
Marla
Marla.
Hooch's
Yes.
dad.
There we go.
He was
2 in a row.
also-
So he's in 2 now. He's gone to the 2.
Yes, he was also in Seabiscuit. I love that film. We got to put that on there. I love the film Seabiscuit because I like the story. He was also
That is true for later.
He's in a lot of stuff. And then the guy who plays Beeks, he looks so familiar, and I looked him up. He's
Wasn't
just
he?
in a lot of TV shows, like
Wasn't he the principal in Breakfast Club? I
he
could have
might have
sworn
been
that
as
was him. I
well.
could be wrong,
Yeah,
but I
think
thought
you're
that
right.
was him.
I think you're right. I'm looking to see what else Eddie Jones is in. I don't see it. I mean, just again, a
Keep
lot
talking.
of TV
There's
shows.
some noise outside. That's one going.
Go check it out. Just a lot of television shows, just like the guy who played Beeks. And yes, Breakfast Club for him. So
Yeah, I thought so. He looked like the principal.
he also, he passed away quite young. So Paul
Oh,
Gleason
really?
is the actor who played Clarence Beeks, and he died in 2006 at the age of 67.
Wow.
So relatively young. But yeah, he was in the Breakfast Club. He was in Arthur. He was one of the executives
Oh, okay, yeah.
in the film Arthur, and then a ton of television, including Dawson's Creek and just everything. Friends. He had like a one-off in Friends, The Drew Carey Show, Chicago Hope, all the usuals. So he's got that familiar face as an extra. But let's take another look at the fashion, the hair, those police uniforms. In many of the cities on the East Coast, they've really stuck to the traditional police uniforms, the hat, at least in Baltimore and New York and Philly. They still wear the same caps. Some of them still wear a tie. I think that's part of their tradition. But check out the checked pants back there. The gentleman kind of square in the middle there with those checked pants, and I do believe
Maybe.
suspenders that he's wearing.
Mhm.
So lots of
That's my
good
look.
80s
That's my look.
80s
And
fashion.
the
And
colorful mesh top in the back as well.
Mhm.
I feel like is a very 80s thing.
And for those of you who aren't sure what that thing is on the corner of the desk, that is a telephone.
But I like when they go, I have witnesses. I have witnesses. And so, but yeah, and this is where they go through his thing, and he's like one gold, like whatever. And he's like, that's not that. It's something else. It's like that, or the ticket for the play, and he's like,
Blah-
Boucher.
Beaumay, it's La Boheme.
Yes, it's a opera. And then yeah, this
And
is
then
where
a little baggie in another pocket.
yes, and this is where. How would you tell? I don't know. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, it's the doctor today I saw. Is like,
I'm
yes,
saying
it's-
Kermit the Frog is really smart and can do a lot that we don't realize he could do.
I love that. Like probably like you see loads of movies where
Oh,
they're
yeah,
like,
where they
"What is that?"
taste it.
And then they taste it like cocaine. That's heroin.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
it. I'm
today
like,
if you did that with fentanyl, you'd be dead. I mean, you'd be dead.
like, how many policemen like was that like back in the day? It was there like,
No, I
right,
don't
here's
know.
loads of drugs. You need to do a taste test now. It's like you ever see like a Master Chef where they like blind them and they go like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's cheese. No, that was a watermelon. Is it that? It's
PCP.
like what they do. Yeah, it's like what they do. Yeah. Oh.
Methamphetamine. Yeah.
Yeah, my God, it's yeah, and it can't be good. Like, why did you fail your drug test? I just been checking it every time I arrest somebody. You got to check it, haven't you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
How else am I supposed to check them?
Yeah, it's God damn it. We don't go to the lab to find out what it is. Yeah, it's like so he's been told he's gonna get 3 to 5 years, but then we get back to Billy Ray who goes into
His local.
yeah, he's local where he owes the bartender, well, the establishment like what $25, and he just keeps on throwing him up and throwing the money. Now he's been in loads as well. The one on the left.
The bartender, let's
Yeah.
see. By the way, I did want to mention the only really stark product placement I've seen
Budweiser.
throughout is Budweiser everywhere and all different products of Budweiser. Oh my God, this is Bill Cobb's. This is the third movie for Bill Cobb's. Night at the Museum.
Oh yes.
Was it
Wasn't he in
Pitch
the
Black or?
Stallone one?
Yes.
I can't think of the name of it
Demolition
now.
Man.
Yes, he played
Yes,
the old,
Demolition Man.
Demolition
So this
Man,
is
yeah.
our third for the great Bill Cobb's, and there are still a few more films that he's in. So
I can't
yeah,
remember.
he's awesome.
Was he in something else as well?
He's been in a ton. I think he's got we have a few more on our list that he might be in.
And always bits parts.
Always bit parts, but no, he's
Yes, but-
awesome.
Valentine has now got the money, and yeah, it's buy everybody champagne.
He died. I'm so sorry. That's
did
right.
he? Oh.
So when we were looking at Night at the Museum, and it was him, Dick Van Dyke, and Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney had passed away like literally right after the film. He died in 2024, June 25th of 2024. So not even 2 years ago. He was 90.
And Dick
And
Van
Dick Van
Dyke
Dyke
is still going.
Still going strong.
Still going.
Yeah, so he was in, like you said, he was in what we've seen him in Demolition Man. We've seen him in Night at the Museum. There's a couple of others here. And then he's.
I feel like he was in a Vietnam movie.
Could be.
Maybe
Going
not.
back. I mean, he goes way back. He was in Star Trek Enterprise, but like a one episode of.
No, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was I was thinking of one of those Christopher Guest movies. He was in A Mighty Wind, which is one of those awesome Christopher Guest movies. And he was in that's right, he was in The Sopranos. He was the old guy in The Sopranos. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Didn't know that. But yeah, oh my gosh. The Bodyguard. He was in The Bodyguard. We're not watching that one. That's not on our list. For sure. And yeah, we'll have to keep going. His list goes on and on. Oh, not in The Electric Company, but was on Sesame Street.
Hey. There you go.
Cotton Club. He was in Cotton Club. And yeah,
Yeah.
so
There we go. But yeah, Valentine has now met the two guys from the prison where he said he owns a at the time he didn't. Lucky enough, now he owns a limousine, and he'll go outside and see it. You, for me? Yeah, so they get outside, and of course there's Coleman there with the limousine, and then he flaunting the money, and it's literally everybody. If you can get in the limousine, come back to mine. We're having a party. So we had to cut a little bit of this.
bringing the
Unfortunately,
party home, and
Yeah,
everyone
bring
got
the
really comfortable.
yeah, a bit too comfortable,
Very comfortable.
and to the point where they're spilling alcohol on their Persian rug. We got people about to be sick, and he's like, "That's it."
And he's
I
running
love
around
it.
cleaning it up. He's already like, no, let's take care of this.
Yeah,
this
there's
party.
coasters. There's
There's
coasters.
a coaster. Here's a
Yeah.
coaster.
And everybody's like drinking, smoking. I like it because Coleman's like to start being, well, sod it, I might as well have a drink as well. Like
Should I
everybody
bring
else
more
did.
hors d'oeuvres? And he's like, no, get him out of here.
And-
Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
and a few people have gone upstairs, and this is where I had to cut it.
Yeah, I got to cut that.
Fortunately, I had to cut a lot of bits out, so a couple of one woman went upstairs to entice Valentine's, and there was a bit too much flesh, and then there was the women getting their out dancing. Why? It's the 80s movie. It's an 80s movie. Yeah, so it had to be like a tick box. Do you have?
Yeah.
Boop. That's it. But yes, and he kicks everybody out. I love it, and I like Coleman. He's like, "Don't worry, sir. You go to bed. I'll sort it out." And he's like, I do like Coleman's character. Like, even though he's been like, but he understands. Well, look, I'm being employed, but I will lose my job, and they've already ruined me. They've got like that. But I understand. You're two nice people, kind of in a way. And he's like nice to Valentine. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah. So we get then Winthorpe is back in prison, and he's been beaten up, and we'll find out a little bit more what people wanted to do with him. But they've kind of stripped his clothes down. He hasn't got any clothes. And then we get Beaks again with our first look at Jamie Lee Curtis as what was her name?
Ophelia.
Ophelia, that's it. So she's out of prison, out one night in prison for being a lady of the night. There we go. Good way of saying it. But he wants to give her $100, isn't it, to play a prank on his friend, get him out of trouble. So when we get that, we get then Penelope, and I do like this. So she gets a mint spray out, on the back of her head, like, you stink. And I did ask Jade, and she said, I would have done that. So do you? And then the guy, very intimidating, nice handbag, and just stares at him. But oh my God, what embarrassment! You stink. What do you expect? And them men tried to have sex with me. Like that. So it's funny. A little bit, but yeah, when they go outside and she's kind of distancing herself, like, how could you be such and such, dear? Like, no, it was angel dust. But
yeah, he keeps correcting them because they're
no, it wasn't.
using
wasn't
the
that
wrong
bad.
illegal drug. But
yes,
the point is, you were dealing drugs, and they all don't believe him. They all believe, what he's accused of.
But then we get Ophelia's character comes up. Just give me one more hit. Just one more hit. And I don't get it. It's like she's outside the police and she blatantly goes down. Let's say that. And yeah, at least for this shot when she goes, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing it. And then it's she rushes off and like, well, your friend gave me $100. He said that you would get out of get you out of trouble. And he disappears. So they get into the cab, to get back to Coleman's, like wherever the place is, where Coleman opens the door. Who are you? And because this shows great acting because it's his eyes and certain points of like, like I'm being aggressive because I've been told to, and you could like his eyes just move in certain directions to like make you feel I know what I'm doing is wrong. But yeah, he's like, don't call. I'm gonna have to call the police. I don't know who you are. So yeah, it's now he's been kind of outed, but then he goes to, was it called the First National Bank of Philadelphia or
Yeah,
something?
it's like your bank.
Yeah.
It's a made up bank, but he goes to the bank.
And he goes, oh, give me
But they've
£1,000,
frozen his
$1,000,
account.
$1,000, 500, and then he waits, and yeah, the IRS has ceased your thing. Could they do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, without even
Not
charges,
that
just
fast,
suspicious.
though. Not that
Yeah.
fast. No.
Yeah, but only in suspicion. You've not been charged.
No, you'd have to be charged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and there's this. Can I see your bank's your credit cards? I mean, yes, I've been told to confiscate them. Like, I'm not really sure. I'm not. I'm guessing it's just over to make a comedy effect. And
Yeah.
he's like, gets the security guard. What do I do? Get him and chucks him out. Just like, yeah. There you go. Where is it, Sandy? A peg.
So
What is a
there
peg?
are some amazing sculptures all throughout Philadelphia. So there's a clothes peg. There is
Why?
a
Why? Tell me why, though. Tell me why.
they're just sculptures. They're just these wild sculptures. Philadelphia is really into art. The Philadelphia Museum is one of the best art museums in the country. There's the famous Love statue. It just says Love.
Oh, yes, yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
And there's an iron. There's just different kind of everyday sculptures all around the city. It's pretty cool.
But yeah. So she goes off, I've got to go, but then she feels sorry for him.
She
Because
does.
he's like, yeah. It's like, but the point is, you did this to me as well. You're in league with them. So he gets on the knees, and then she tests his hands. You've not done it. You've not done a hard day's work in your life, have you? And they're manicured. Okay, get in. So yeah, it's off he goes. Who's that then?
That's probably
behind.
Thomas Jefferson. Not sure from the back. But let's again take another look at the cars. The cabs, although it's a different model, New York, Philadelphia, their cabs are generally yellow. The few cabs in Baltimore, I think, that are left, they're called checker cabs. They're black and white. And in DC, they're red. But this is such an iconic taxi cab in Philadelphia, New York, those other cities. But look at all the sedans, the big, wide, huge, Chevy Impala, Monte Carlos, Oldsmobiles. You can just get the little hint of the back of what I think is a Ford Pinto all the way to the right there. And there are some other shots in the film where you see station wagons, those old wood panel station wagons.
Oh God, yeah.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
What is it? They use that in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, don't they?
Yep. Yes, they did.
Yes.
And National Lampoon's Vacation and those.
Yes,
Sort of,
yes.
Yep.
And then so we pull up against the taxi. That's the guy. Like that. Just a coincidence, and it's comedy effect that they both opposite each other. And then
A Chevy Monza.
Where's that?
I don't
Is that a
know what
Chevy?
that is, Rick. I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah.
I think the building that they were just passing to the right is the area. Yeah, right there is, if I'm thinking correctly, that's a few blocks down, kind of the area where and you see it in the opening statement, there's a statue of Ben Franklin and a printing press. I think this is the area where that is, where the old Ben Franklin printing press is.
The white lines aren't straight. Just realised that. I'm really annoyed.
No,
by
they're not. They're not anywhere.
that's really bad.
No.
But then we get back to Duke and Duke. That's a spot the Beetle. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
well,
look at it. Oh my gosh, look at it.
Well spotted there.
Well done. AWOL wins the prize. Aw, they're so cute.
1970s? Yeah. How do you spot that? That is a good spot. That is a good spot. I do like old Beatles. I do.
Oh,
like
I
the
do
Beatles.
too.
Yeah. So Duke and Duke. And he's like, what do I do here? Don't worry about it. There we go, Sandy, because you're going to like that arch. I'll leave it there for you.
I do. And I like the lamps. I like the lamps on either side. This is the old Fidelity Bank building in Philadelphia.
Oh, I'm here to see. Yes, Mr. Valentine. Last room. So he gets back and this is where they they explain to him the reasons why you have coffee, wheat, as if he was a child.
Bacon.
I like that.
Because
Yeah,
we
got
need these things come from bread comes from wheat and orange juice comes from oranges and pork bellies make bacon. Like, oh, good
yeah,
Lord.
but it's
Coffee.
like gold. But gold doesn't come from a tree, would it? Like
Yeah.
that. But he's like the pork belly. Pork belly is like for bacon, and you have bacon in a sandwich. And he's like, what? And it's the first time you actually see him. Like, he looks at the camera whilst they're like condescending him, and like, oh. And then when they explain it, it's quite good. 'Cause he's like, you're a bunch of bookies. That's what you do. You're like, yeah. And he's like, well, yeah. And that's it. Portrait on the left there. Anybody?
Don't know.
No,
Don't know.
know.
They all look alike.
Yeah, no
from
idea.
back then.
You know
That's
who that
George
is,
Oh,
Washington.
that's George.
Yeah, that's George Washington.
And then once he gets that, we get back to the a dump, isn't it? Really, where she gets him back, she bought some groceries. Do you still have them bags?
Paper bags?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They've since like the past. I don't even know when they did it, but in the most recent like 10 years, a lot of grocery stores have switched to just those to completely get rid of plastic.
And
So
so-
you do have the option to buy your own fabric ones that you can reuse and bring
Oh,
back. But like a lot of stores, I don't even think do the plastic ones anymore. They've gone straight to paper.
But you need some
Yeah.
paper bags. Like for us, we have to put our recycling in them. So like we'll take our our tote bags with us to the store, but we also get at least 2 or 3 because when we come back, that's where all our recycling goes. And then we have to put the recycling in the bin in the paper bags. So yes, we have to sort our recycling.
You don't have 2 separate bins.
No, they have to be in separate bags in the bin.
Oh,
So like bottles, cans, newspaper go in separate.
we
bags.
have 2 different bins.
It's
Easier,
all
just saying.
I understand.
That bin.
And yard waste is a whole other thing. Your
Oh, yes, we
leaves,
do
your
have
branches, that is a whole other business.
Yeah. Old people's hour. We'll talk about it later, people.
Oh, yeah. We've
yeah,
added
yeah.
lawn care and recycling to old people's hour.
Jamie Lee Curtis's character, they gave her a look. I must say that gave her a look of So, but she's letting him stay here for a while. Whoever, an ex-tenant or something, left their stuff there, so she's got it. And this is where she explains. She's a prostitute, but she's earned 42,000 so far, and she's got 3 or 4 years or something like that, or 5
And
years.
she
I can't
can
remember. It is,
retire.
on her
Mhm.
bank or on her back, and she will retire. And then she explains, I'm gonna do a deal with you. I'll get you back on your feet, but I want 5 figures. So that's the deal. Yeah, if you do that, that's it. Now, guys, sorry again. It's gonna skip a little bit of Jamie Lee Curtis. Unfortunately, you don't get to see any more Jamie Lee Curtis because she quickly says, everything here isn't for free, like the rent. So you have the sofa. So we get back in this, and what this is back to pork bellies, isn't it? So they're now selling the pork bellies again, where they're telling to sell it at a certain price, and then or buy. I can't remember what it is, but this is where Valentine's explains anything you want to hold off because
It's
everybody
Christmas.
else, it's Christmas, and he comes up with the logic about Christmas that everyone, the GI Joe with the kung fu grip,
Kung Fu grip.
like that. So you might want to hold off. So
Like
and
Action Man from, what was it?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is.
The
But
Arnie Christmas movie.
yeah,
the
so
Arnold. The Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas movie. Jingle All the
I
Way.
can't remember. Jingle All the Way. Yes.
Was that Jingle All the Way? Yeah.
Terrible
That was Action
movie.
Man, right?
Yeah. But this is where he is he's overwrites kind of what Mortimer Ray they do is like that, but he gives the explanation and he makes them whatever, like 30,000 again, $30,000 like for a brief interlude of it. But whilst that's that, one of them drops their little clip of money, and he knows things, so he rushes out. This is a good like run though. He has to run down those escalators. They're like, I'm guessing he's near enough top floor to run down it. He's like, oh, gives it well done. Oh, this is so
Oh my
Ivy
God, the
League.
sweaters. Oh my
Yeah, but it's
Lord.
just what they sing.
Oh
as well.
yes.
Yes. How do
In
you romance
harmony.
a lady? Put them into like yeah.
Barbershop quartet.
But yeah, and the one of the
Ugh,
like, oh, it's
dreadful.
just so. But it's again, it's supposed to show that they're in a whole different world of than anybody else. Yeah, and I don't like it after we'll get the thing is she's kind of moved on quite quickly to Todd. Like that. So Winthorpe turns up in love. That's a good fur jacket though. But nobody wants you here, and he wants to get character witnesses. And he's like, I do apologise the way I look, but I still believe I'm a member of this club. So yeah, it's he's a bit of an embarrassment, and this is what they wanted: is not just to lose his job, the money, respect, but also lose his friend. So they tell him that they don't want that kind of deal here, but he wants character witnesses to his trial. Yeah, it's but everybody's like, no. And her voice is like, and she stepped on the ball. And she gives a little snort, like,
So
yeah, it's like,
snotty.
ugh. Yes, it's people.
Those
you go,
headbands
I'm
are very
cringing,
80s
cringing
as
away.
well.
Well,
Those
indoor tennis court, isn't it? It's an indoor
fake
tennis
little sweatbands that don't actually like. Who wears a sweatband today? I mean, I
80s, own it, maybe. I'll give you that.
just wipe my sweat on my sleeve. I mean, there's no need for a sweatband. It just goes where it goes. Jay, do you wear a sweatband?
I think it's just away at the moment. So
We mischecked.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm guessing he doesn't wear sweat.
Yeah, I do. I think it is. It used to be basketball, so maybe it did. Maybe old school.
Maybe.
70s. Yeah,
I
and that's it.
know.
So, but yeah, he gets turned away, and then we get but a bit of Bo Diddley.
In the pawn
I
shop.
can't remember. Was Bo Diddley in Bruce Brothers as well?
Oh, I don't
Was he?
know. I know
Must have.
there's a whole bunch of them in the Blues Brothers.
Yes, but this is
bunch of
multiple
musicians.
timings after he thinks it's hot. It's like this Paris, London, New York, and Rome, and stuck. That's something, isn't it? It's like yeah, but $50, and he's like, yes, oh, okay.
Yeah,
go on
he
then.
was in the Blues Brothers.
I say,
he
can't remember. Who
Oh no, he was in the Blues Brothers 2000. He was not in the original
okay.
Blues Brothers. No, he hasn't been in any other real films.
Burns my fingers. That's it, yeah. But he gets Ray Charles. Yeah, Ray Charles was in Blue Brothers is on the wheel. We might
Ray
get
Charles
Blue Brothers, as
and
we've been
I'm
talking about.
trying to think. Minnie the Moocher, Cab Calloway.
There's loads on here. There's literally
Loads of them.
so
Aretha
many.
Franklin, for God's sake.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we get this, and then yeah, it's $50, and then he sees a gun. How much for the gun? And like, there you go. Good
He's
little
already
you.
turning to crime.
Oh,
Now,
God. I didn't
there's
notice that when
a
he was at- that is good. Look at the Mickey Mouse watch.
Mickey Mouse pocket watch. There's a
Ah.
jeweler's. There are two jeweler's loops there. I have one of them right here in front of me. In addition to my my big magnifying glass that I have a jeweler's loop just like that. I can't say that I have opera glasses like those up there, but and then and a switchblade. You see that? There's
And
two
night-
nasty
yeah, night stick as
switchblades
well.
there. Yeah. How much for the
Okay.
gun?
You're like, And then we get back to another lovely
Terrible
sunny day
joke.
in Philadelphia,
Terrible
raining
joke.
away, and then we get like a little posh place. I love that because they got one woman who's married to the guy who's got the odd shaped beard, and he goes, I'm thinking about investing in such and such, and everybody's like, and it all stops
It's
for
like
a
the
moment.
E.F. Hutton commercial. Did you have
It's
the
like-
E.F. Hutton commercial in England?
No.
In the UK. So it used to be an investment. Well, there's still, I think, an investment company called E.F. Hutton, and the tagline is "When E.F. talks, people listen." And that commercial was probably running at this time, and it was a commercial where, when this particular brokerage, when people from that brokerage talk, everybody is quiet because they're listening for a stock tip. And that's exactly what this was playing off of, was when EF talks, people
And
listen and everybody's
but
quiet.
he has a trophy wife, and apparently is damn sexy for the 80s. The 80s, I don't know. Tasting them all. That's it. So, but yeah, but Winthrop is there and he sees them. A trophy wife, blonde.
The hair.
Yeah, just that's it. Yeah, but yeah, she's whispers something in his ear, doesn't he? And then tries it on. Yeah, and but we can get back to Winthrop after seeing this has caught the cold, and I apologise again to the chat.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to.
We have to skip. So yeah, she has a gentleman caller, but Mummy's arrived unexpectedly. So off you go. Thank you for the flowers. Yeah, he gets into the bed.
And then she gives him a good cuddle.
Good cuddle. Yeah, skin on skin is a bit. It's to get her again. I'm guessing she was.
Know.
We wouldn't get you. You need to show him twice.
But now she's gonna be sick. He's got
That's
a
it,
fever,
yeah.
for goodness sake. I'd be a million miles away from him right now.
Yeah. So it's sorry, chat. Sorry, but yeah, he's ill. So, but he's getting better, and then But now he sees Winthrop in the paper for a Christmas things. I'm sorry. Blame YouTube, not me. Blame YouTube. And that's
At
it.
least we didn't tell the bad joke, because that's a horrible
that?
joke.
What was that one?
A snail bought a car.
Oh,
He
yeah.
painted a big red S on the top, so that when people look down on him, they would say, "Look at that S car go." Boo. That's terrible.
But we get to a Christmas party. Now, the only thing is, like, how did he, like, maybe it's because Santa turns up, they allow him to go. And I love this because like, he's drunk, but how it's like a little bit disgusting in a way.
It's
but
so
you understand
disgusting.
it.
He shoves a salmon under his shirt. That
You
is
know, like
so
that,
disgusting.
It's like a little bit of beef, whilst Valentine is still working, and he's just like everything. But yeah, the salmon.
The salmon
like
in
the
your
whole
shirt.
salmon.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's great. It's but he's got money for a Santa suit. Give him that.
Mm-hmm.
But now he knows about beaks.
Now Valentine knows about Clarence Beaks getting
for
this
$10,000. So yeah, again, no, we'll deal with that. But yeah, then now Winthrop is trying to now plant some drugs on Valentine. Whereas
He's so
he comes
sloppy.
in.
He's just dumping everything in
Yeah,
there. He's got
right.
all different kinds of drugs,
Yeah.
a syringe, a
Yeah.
paraphernalia.
But he gets in like this. We gets a bit like calls the thing. Security. I'm gonna call in security. Security here. Happy Christmas when he draws the weapon, and yeah, and he's got a little bit loop crazy. And I do like this one when he gets up on that and he just his face, he's little deranged. I have the power. I have the power. With just waving the weapon around. But then we go back to Valentine's, and he's acting like Winthrop. He needs to go in prison. That's where he deserves, like that. And he goes I know these people. They just, they need a stiff hand. And so, yeah, it's like, but yeah, he hasn't got any money. So, but he's got money for drugs. So, yeah, he should go in jail. But then we get Winthrop going down with absolutely that kind of, I've seen these people where they've got that grin, that like bit up a bit of the lip when they're that drunk and they're like, I don't know what to do. You're like, oh, stay. And they're like, oh, so he plays a good drunk. Let's say that.
He
He's
does.
got that. That's it. But we get, and then Valentine is part one of the drops was a toke, let's say that, polite for YouTube, when he goes into the store, has a couple of puffs, and then how bad would this be to hold in your mouth like that?
I would
like,
know.
hot
I've
rope.
never tried. I have no
Nobody
idea.
like,
but-
yeah, it's but then we have the exchange
he
of money,
finds
of
out-
course. Yes,
But he
that's-
overhears the whole thing because they
Yes.
discuss the entire plot. Who would have thought that this would have worked? And and now
so,
that
yeah, I've won
he's
the money.
committed a crime,
dollar. And then and it's even worse. They go, well, do you want windfall? We need to get do you want windfall back? But we need to get Valentine back. We could, back to
Dump
the hood.
him back in the hood.
Back to
Yeah.
it. And there are things that are like, well, windfall, what he did today, I don't think we can ever get him back. But do you want a certain person of color running the business? Damn no. Well, that's what I thought as well. So they're screwing them both over as well.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Valentine has made them profit as well. So it's laughing away, and this is where then Valentine
Halt
runs.
on this photo, please.
Oh god, chandeliers.
This is magnificent, and I wonder if it is actually in that building. I have no idea, but I'm gonna look it up because if it is, boy, I'm visiting that bank. That is awesome.
That is
That's
actually quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sandy has a replica in her. What's it?
I have two. I have two chandeliers in my home office.
Yes.
Two chandeliers in my home office. I kid you not. I love chandeliers.
If you're walking in and see somebody like that, you're like, what is that?
It is a bugger. So as much as I hate silver for all the cleaning, at least once a year, I take all the crystals down off of I have two chandeliers in my office and one in each bathroom. And I take all the crystals down and I give them a good wash and I put them all
Have
back
you
up.
yet seen the Only Fools and Horses? I'll mention it again. Only Fools and
No.
Horses
No.
chandelier scene.
Okay, no, I'll have to look it up. I
Oh my
promise I
god,
will.
it's one of the best comedy episodes of all time.
Yeah, it is the Fidelity
Only
Bank,
Fools
Rick.
and it's
It
so
is.
funny.
That's
Yeah.
the building. I just haven't been
Looks
on the
like
inside yet.
That
Yep. That's the
There you
building, Fidelity Bank. I will look that up, James. I promise. Only
There you
Fools
go.
and Horses.
any Brit on the stream will go, that is one of the greatest scenes of all time, and it's hilarious. And they told both of the actors, if you laugh, you're sacked, because it costs so much to do what they did. If they laughed, they would have both got sacked.
It would ruin it.
No, they ruined it. So
Oh my
it's
gosh.
like, do not laugh. It's very funny. Do not laugh because it's so expensive. But that's it. But he runs after learning the truth after Windfall. But he's out on the streets, getting drunk, and gets into the bus. And I love this scene. It's great because you're like, oh, that must have
Okay.
been disgusting. Like the watch of somebody like.
I wanted to say, I think for those of us, any of us who grew up in a city, all of us have witnessed something horrible like that.
Yeah.
Because the people on city buses, some of them are great, some are fine, but I think everyone has witnessed something disgusting like that. Now, this
Especially
model
if you go after a certain time, especially like Thursday to Sunday, like time you're like, if you go over like I've got to get home, and then you're like, oh, you
Yeah.
are past, you're past that point.
Yeah. Now, this model of city buses, this is the same model that all major cities had, like Baltimore. So you see that kind of wire or rope kind of above his head. You would pull down on that, and that would make the thing ding. There was no air conditioning on these buses, so those windows would open, and they would slide. You could see the window would like slide back. So they were big, wide, open windows. Now, if coincidentally, hypothetically, I had a bus stop across from my house when I was growing up, hypothetically. And hypothetically, if we were playing curb ball on the curb with our rubber Indian pinky ball, that would like bounce. And hypothetically, if the goal was when the bus stopped to get it in through that window, that would have been a lot of fun for a kid. And I can tell you that was a lot of fun to try to get
Just
the
gonna
pinky
say
ball.
you're outing yourself.
Right. So the object was not to throw it in the window. It was to bounce it off the curb and get it to go into the bus. And you could use super balls too, those little tiny ones.
You little rebellion, Sandy.
Those
you
were
little rebel.
fun. Well, luckily the bus stop where I lived, it was probably the first or second stop on the line. There was never anybody on the bus, so it wasn't going to hurt anybody. But yeah, it was always a goal to do that. It was fun.
There we go.
Hypothetically.
Just like the whole salmon though.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
tangled in his
I don't- yeah.
beard.
I don't even eat. Yeah, I was say like the hair, the fake
Yeah.
hair that must be like
Plastic.
out.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's it. And I always say, everybody, salmon is not pink. It's dyed pink.
Oh, is
Did
it?
you know that?
No.
No, I
It's
did not.
manufactured pink. It's not a pink fish. It's dyed pink to make it not seem more appealing. That is a
Really?
bit,
I had no
So they
idea.
put something in the water to make it dye because they pack
Oh.
them in, don't they?
Oh, I had no
Yeah,
idea.
it's not a thing. Yeah, it's a very strange.
It's even
fish
worse
to-
tangled in a beard.
Yes, yeah, that's not nice. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back, Jay. Welcome back. What did you ask Jay? What did you ask Jay earlier? Oh my god.
What did I ask?
Oh,
him?
did I miss something?
Yeah. Something
remember what it
about
was
the clothing. I don't remember. It was something
No,
about
can't
someone's Oh, was it the bow not the bow tie? No,
No,
it was past
can't
that.
remember, can't
Okay,
remember,
we'll
yeah, can't
remember it later.
Yeah, maybe. it will come to you. But yeah, I must say, like Dan Aykroyd, a good drunk, a good very depressed person. I like that when
He did.
like he gets the thing and the dog pisses on him,
Yeah.
and he's just like,
for
oh,
spite.
this, and then it starts to rain. Lucky enough, there's a good thing, and then he goes to self-delete, and then like it doesn't go off, and then he throws the gun away, bang,
goes off.
and it is good. I bet you that was edited afterwards. That sound, they were like, that would be more funny. It's like that. Yeah, it went off, and then of course he goes back home. Was it Christmas Eve, isn't it? So
Yeah.
So we'll come back in. Valentine's follows him. Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, he's again he tried to self-delete by pills, but yeah, doctors got him in time, brought him back to, I'm going to call it Coleman's
Coleman's
house, and I like it because again, it was all a dream.
It's all a
It was
dream.
all that.
Oh, the most
But he's
terrible
like,
dream.
yeah, this person, and then there was this word,
you.
and he's like, oh my god, it's like that. It's like that. It's like great. It's like that. But again, it's showing that divide, even though he was broken, and he's just showing that, that naivety of like, not just the era, but of the class system of that. And he's like, yeah, and he tells him it was Duke and Duke. It was they tried this, and then his first one is like, well, let's get the posh shotguns out. It's like you can't just go around.
And Coleman's just
shooting
bringing him more
yeah,
shotguns.
like, yeah. I like he's like well, they haven't been cleaned in a while. I better go and clean them. But while we're at, and lucky enough, whilst Dane's watching the TV, she gets to see Beaks about a news bulletin about the orange crop that's going to be announced by the agricultural.
Which
whatever.
that never had. There's no, I mean, I'm sure within the agency then, there's no news conference, I'm so sorry to say, orange growers, about the orange crop each year. I'm sure there's a report that goes out, but it's not this big.
But how big is America again? Whereabouts is the orange crop? It would be different climates for different places, wouldn't it? So
Yeah, but there's like one price on the commodities exchange, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it has to aggregate, from
maybe.
mostly Florida, California. That's it for
But
oranges.
Where's the orange state? What's the orange state called?
Florida.
Florida.
Is it Florida? Is orange? Is
Yeah.
that called the orange state? Yeah.
They're the most. Oh, I don't know what it's called, but they're the most known for Florida oranges.
There is a place called. It's just nicknamed the orange state.
No, the peach state is Georgia. I think you're
Is it?
thinking Georgia.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, Georgia would be the peach state. Yeah.
Do they do peaches? If they don't do peaches, I'd be
They
disappointed.
do amazing peaches. It's like
But do you know peaches were made by a man and they were put there in a can?
is that a song?
Oh my God, you don't know the song by
No.
United States, the President of the United States of America?
No.
Oh my God. Go now. President of the United States of America, peaches.
Isn't
Peaches
that
were
just
put
the
there.
Peaches song?
That's just
Yeah,
peaches.
peaches.
Oh, it's just
for
the
yeah.
Peaches
Mhm,
were
yeah.
made by a man. They were put there in a can.
I don't think I know the words. I kind of
know.
know. The
That's
tune,
why I
but
got
don't know
lost,
the
is because
words.
I remember like the chorus, but not all the words. So I'm like, am I thinking of the right? Like, there can't be that many Peaches songs.
I think that's probably the one and only. Probably the other one's got a different
Peaches,
meaning than just put
peaches,
peaches in the
peaches.
can.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, so they both now know Beaks is
Mhm.
the person they follow down for, because Valentine's well, the easiest way to do Duke and Duke is what they did to you. The easiest way to hurt them is not to hurt them, is to make them lose money.
Mhm.
So-
And they're smart, and they're both
Yeah.
smart. Billy Ray and Winthrop have both succeeded in business, so they can outwit the Dukes.
hmm And yeah, so he gets there. I don't get this. So he records and then
I don't get it either. He's pretending to be
Yeah,
someone else when Clarence calls. So
Yeah.
I don't.
I didn't
I
So
quite
he's
get
this
the
listening.
is the
scheme, to be
point in the
honest.
film where some things really fall apart for me. And then it
Mm.
just starts to lag a little bit. The whole thing on the train is a little
It rushes, doesn't it? This bit
stupid.
rushes. I think to
Yeah.
get to.
Think they
I
could have
like this guy.
eliminated the whole thing on the train, really.
How many people like? No, we now like if well, most of we don't have like outdoor phones, of course, like that. But no, mostly in glass. You don't have this outside. But when somebody's waiting, how many times do you want to do what this guy actually told like that? Where you're like,
just,
I'm on the phone. Why are you waiting? might be here a while. And he just
Yeah.
like just be like, F off. Like,
Yeah.
so, like, it's brilliant. I'm like, yeah, fair
Yeah.
play. It's like that. It's just. Like, no, so yeah, it's good. But yeah, now they've got the full meat of that, and then we get
the
not John,
Baltimore
but
club
James.
car. I don't know if anyone caught the sign on that train
Yes, then we
car.
get-
It
yeah.
was the Baltimore club car. No idea why. I mean, except that the railroad was in the United States was started in Baltimore, and this Amtrak would have to go from Philadelphia to New York, or from Washington to Philadelphia to New York. Who knows? But who knows why they're having an already. We've gone from Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve, and there's a party on a train car. I don't understand, but
Yeah.
okay.
Would it happen? Who cares?
And
This
that's
is- I'm-
Jim Belushi there.
yeah. And then we get a little bit, yeah, back and forth, and then we get now the setup of the gorilla. So we get
Which-
these.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just it's comedy, isn't it? It's supposed to like a little bit of
it's
silly.
definitely low comedy. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's okay.
So, yeah. And then we get, he's notices beaks and he like pulls a face, gets annoyed. The gorilla is, yeah. We'll move on. But like, I do like this. Their argument, it's my turn. My turn to drive the car. And it's like, well, it doesn't mean how long it is. It's just that. And then we get, now we're going to go for some,
Now,
yeah.
how does he not recognize him just from
because he's from Nigeria. He's the
outfit and
exchange
no
student.
Cameroon? Cameroon. He's from Cameroon.
Then like, oh, and I do like it because though you got like we get Dan Aykroyd's blackface in a minute.
So inappropriate, inappropriate.
But yeah, but so is that Eddie.
It all is.
Eddie Murphy about Nigerian people here. Is like
Cameroon.
That. Oh, Cameroon word, yeah. It's like, oh, beef jerky. Well, like that. It's just
Fly
so,
swatter. Yeah.
and it's funny. And like whatever you think, like there's comedy and comedy. It's like that. You got to understand it. Just taking the piss. Yeah, and it's like that. And yeah, the fly. Yeah, it's great. And then of course you get we go back to the have you been drinking? Yeah, no. But then you get like, yeah, every Irish priest is drunk, and yeah, it's just a bit of silliness. Like it's like a comedy, like
and a
when you say
terrible
Englishman,
accent.
Irishman, and Scotsman walk into a bar. This is literally it.
It is.
So we get that and we go off. And the fun fact: so of course Austrian. He even makes the point you're wearing lederhosen. They had to change it at the last minute to make a joke is because the reason is she speaks Swedish, well, as a Swedish accent, is Jamie Lee Curtis couldn't do an Austrian German accent. So this wasn't part of it. They set up the point
how hard
and then
is
that
it
she
to
couldn't
do a
do it.
bad accent? Because everybody else is doing a bad accent.
Yeah,
You just do
but
a
apparently
bad.
she couldn't do a German Austrian accent. So they were like, what's the best European accent you could do? And it was the kind
the
of
Swedish chef.
the
from,
Swedish, like, yeah,
The
Swedish
Muppets.
chef accent, and that's it. And so they had to introduce this. Oh, we're taking the Mickey because we don't have it. Like what is a Swedish costume like that? And so yeah, it's that's reason is because she couldn't do the accent. But yeah, I know I am from Sweden, but you're wearing lederhosen. But yeah, it's again. Look at my boobs. Put it up there. They switched the cases. Yeah, it's why would he have that case there? And like, if it was that important, he's going to make sure that's secure. And also, if it's that insecure, I'm sure he's got enough money to go for a private.
Definitely.
But who cares? But bananas. Let's go to the room. I do like this.
Oh, just let me
Let
in.
me in, man. Just let me in. It's like the secret knocking code word. But we get back. And yeah, I think this scene, I'm guessing it got edited quite long. Quite out, because I think they thought it was too long, because it seemed like Belushi had more lines and they just
It
edited
was
it out and trying to
too
make it
long
funny.
even after they cut
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I didn't find any use. This is horrific. This is
Dan
so
Aykroyd
uncomfortable.
as what Caribbean executive exchange
Jamaican man,
something
yeah.
I can't remember if it was at a conference, and yeah, he was a quality exchange thing, and it's the funniest thing, he does every white man's accent of somebody from the Caribbean. That is all he's doing. Any island, he does
It's
exactly
horrible.
like what gonna take the piss out of somebody from Jamaica, and that is it. That you have one tone. That's
It's
it.
Jar
But
Jar Binks. It's
yes, yeah,
horrific.
it's so bad. But like, yeah, it's funny because it is that, like, because of what they do. But it's funny because look at that. You would like. He starts to get it slowly because look of every single person in it. You have an Irishman, a Cameroonian, a Jamaican, and a Swedish person. You're making up a
Austrian,
joke.
Swede, yeah.
You're making up a joke straight away. But it's he notices the come up the things, the bag swap, and then this is where he pulls a gun. But he gets them into. Why he marching them to the back of the to out them. So yeah, he's like, this is the end of the road, the end of the party. He wouldn't kill him, but I don't. It's just it's supposed to get you to the gorilla moment. So yeah, so Belushi's character comes in. It's not the end of the party. What are you talking about? And of course, it's the Belushi gorilla, and the gorilla then hits him. And then, of course, they swap clothes and then puts him in with the gorilla. Not a good thing. Even if the gorilla did have sex with him, he's going to break every bone in his body.
Don't even want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it.
I'm just going to, but I'm guessing
But
they're very
they've
forceful
duct
animals.
taped his mouth, too, so he can't yell
Yeah.
or scream.
Yeah. But so I don't know how they got the keys to get him into there, but, but then Belushi comes out, look what I did. Got naked. And then, the baggage handlers. Oh, there's two of them now. Oh, I don't remember two of them. Oh, they're in love. The black-haired one must be the female. Woo! And then, of course, they've got the parcel,
report. Yeah.
the report, and it's like that. Throw it over here. So they exchange the money, throw the concentrated orange juice update over here, and this as well because they've got the right report, they've got the incorrect report. So they're giving. Coleman gives over his life savings, she gives over the 42,000, and it's like, well, don't worry, you're going to be very, very rich. And a bit of a smooch. This is terrible kiss. When I saw it, I was like, this is like a mouth hugger.
Yeah.
Like that is what you do if you're going to give mouth to mouth to somebody. Like
Pretty
literally,
much, yeah.
Literally, I'm like, wow, that is I don't know if like they did it as a joke. Like that looks like eat my face.
No idea.
What it is. That's too much tongue.
Too much everything on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
too
just too much.
Yeah. So they go back of the thing.
So they're
Escalator.
heading to Wall Street.
Escalator. You call that escalator? Hope you
That's
call it
an
escalator.
escalator.
Good. Jay, you call it escalator? Just
Yeah.
making sure you are American.
Yep, no, we call it escalator.
But we call the other thing an elevator that you call a lift. We call an elevator.
We call it an elevator or a lift. It just
Do you? Oh, okay.
depends. Yeah, lift. Yeah. So on the trains, and then
Up
they're in New York now.
Those are the Twin Towers. The
Good
World
look
Trade
there
Centers
from
back
there.
then.
Good look.
Yeah,
Like that.
those were amazing. I did get to see them, and actually stayed in Building 7. Like 3 weeks before 9/11, I was working in New York, and always just amazing to just stand under one and look up. Just amazing feats of architecture. And there are trading floors, or there were trading floors in the buildings. So that's where they were heading to, the commodities exchange trading floor. Now, how they could get in and do that, who knows how they made their little name tags. This would be highly, highly secured even back in the 80s.
Well, I'm guessing they well now I don't know about it, but you have to get signed off to do that kind of deal, and you have to have like a license, don't you?
Oh
So
yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe
they
they
have their
fast track Valentine, and then of course what's name's already got one, so they got the passes.
maybe.
Then the money back. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. That's it. But what's that? What was that sculpture then?
Oh, I don't know. There were quite a few on the courtyard between the Twin Towers and the other buildings there in the World Trade Center. And that sculpture of like of the globe, that was
Hmm.
rescued because after the towers came down, that sculpture still survived, dented, and that's now in a park, um, just off of Wall Street, actually, like near what is that called? Fort Clinton, I think it's Fort something, down at the very foot of Wall Street. But there were all kinds of sculptures on that courtyard.
Yeah, I always ask Jay, where were you at 9/11?
In
What were you
school,
doing?
actually, yeah. That's one of those kind of never forget where you were type of things.
Hmm
Sandy, where
I
were
was
you?
in class.
I was working at the National Capital Planning Commission in Washington, D.C., and I was in a hearing, sequestered. So everything was happening, but we were in a sequestered hearing. And so we couldn't come out, even though no one came in to tell us that all of Washington, D.C. had been evacuated. So when I got out of the meeting and then they told us to evacuate, someone in the building said, come up to the roof. And I went up to the roof of the building I was in and I could see the Pentagon on fire from there. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, heading home, bye. And didn't go home because of traffic. Um, went to, and there was no phone. Like phones were all dead. My parents were freaking out. Um,
What's Beach and Lime?
Bausch and Lomb, eyeglasses, right, Rick?
Ah.
Eyeglasses or contact lens place.
Mm,
Yeah, you don't
yeah.
forget those days. The
Jay,
one thing
ask
I
me where
remember.
I was.
Where were
Where were
you?
you? You were
I was in a
deployed.
nuclear biological chemical warfare
Yeah.
bunker.
Jeez.
Before, like before 9/11 or after, like
Literally in
during,
it when it was happening.
during. So you were, yeah.
Literally, I was on the radar system whilst it was happening,
Wow.
Wow.
and we were in comms with the Americans to tell them the mode 3 had gone down. So it all
Wow.
was kicking off, literally live things. I still remember it. It was literally, I was on a training thing, and everybody went, you got to go live. Literally. Then we went upstairs, and
Wow.
we were like, oh, and yeah, in the Royal Air Force, doing what the radar systems, and we were like in. So yeah, my job literally was this, doing the job
You
to
got
actually
to
figure out what was
put
going
it
on.
to
But we
work.
was outside and telling the Americans what was going on. It was mad because we had Irish filing down what's in there that could see what was going on. That is now public. So I was saying anything.
Wow.
But yeah, it was that moment. It was like, where were you? I was in one of the safest
were
places
doing the
you could
thing,
actually
yeah.
be.
And I was driving up North
It was
Capitol
the
Street with
yeah.
F-16s flying over my head. I mean,
It
the
was the only
fighter
time
planes were
I
flying right over my head.
Yeah, it was the only time since like the 70s a nuclear bunker doors have been closed, just
Wow.
in case in
As
the
it
UK.
should.
That's it. So yeah, it was literally everyone went oh, and then what is going on? So yeah, it was one of those moments where you're like, ah, what's going on? And then you see it on TV. It was we know what the impact was afterwards, and yeah, still today. But yeah, it was one of those moments. It's one of those, where you were.
You know
It's
where
like
you were.
that, isn't it?
And I
You know
remember,
where
I
you-
just remember the, even before everything happened, I just remember driving to work that day and remarking on how beautiful, clear blue sky it was. I remember maybe we'd had some bad weather before then, but I just remember that Tuesday morning driving in and thinking, this is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, clear blue sky, which is what helped the attackers choose that
Mm.
day. It was a beautiful, clear blue sky on the entire east coast of the United States. And it sure was. Well, Rick was helping to create colored soft contact lenses on the R&D team. Oh, Rick, you're like a scientist. That's pretty cool.
What's soft coloured lenses?
Oh, you've never
Like just
you
tinted?
could
I
choose
don't,
to
I've not
change
glassed
your
it, I
eye color, and I work with a lady who changes her eye color frequently with different
Oh, you can.
contact lenses.
Why? Why?
Fashion.
Yeah, just a look type of thing.
Okay.
That's been around since. Well, I mean, obviously Rick was working on it
Yeah.
then, but I remember growing up and that was a super
I've seen it
popular
like on
thing.
films when they're like red eyes. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a lot of what that they had, but it was a lot of like not just like that Vin Diesel movie, for example, where like he's got to have space looking type of eyes, like that weird kind of glowing white color.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it was like a common use, like for your everyday people to have just brown
Green and
eyes, green
blue.
eyes, blue
Yeah.
eyes, whatever you wanted that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was pretty popular when I was growing up, right around that time.
Bloody blind people. But yeah, we get then back into the stock exchange. What is it called, Sandy? What is not a stock exchange?
Well, this would be the commodities exchange. Yeah.
commodity exchange, where they tell this guy to kind of corner the market, just keep on buying,
keep buying,
keep
buy.
buying. When it goes on, they're like, okay. I do like these two guys. So how's your like ulcer? How's your excited? Like, oh. And it's one of those jobs you like. They just like when you see it, like they just shout. You're like, it's just like out, like it must be bad. Like the stress. It's like I know,
I've
like
watched
what air traffic
those
control. It's like,
documentaries about how it used to be, because now it is all computerized,
Yeah.
right? But how it used to be with just the shouting and throwing things and the hand
tickets and
signals.
stuff. Oh,
Yeah, the hand signals and all. It's wild. Like, I have no idea how it actually could happen with human beings do it. Now with a computer, it makes sense, but it was just
oh yeah. When you see
amazing.
this, like you like what is going on, and then you
Yeah.
watch like live stuff of it, and it's even worse. They're like so far, they're just shouting. You're like, how do you know where that buy or sell is coming from? And you got to like
Right.
sketch it down, make a note, and then give them a ticket. I'm like, how do you even know that? And you're like, you miss a
And it's
buy, but
constantly
get a buy. I
changing.
don't know.
Yeah.
I just like, oh my god. And you just see them all like elbows bumping. It's just like, oh, it's yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're running around from station to station, and
Yeah.
in Wall Street, it's like all the, all the stock stations. I've never been when I was in New York, unfortunately, like on a vacation for the first time. It was after 9/11, and you couldn't get into the Wall Street gallery. I don't know if it's open anymore, but I would love to stand and watch that. That's crazy.
But yeah, they get everybody beep the buzzer. I'm guessing it's your time buzzer, whatever
Yep.
comes off, and then do the Holmes. He gets his comb out like that, and he's just whilst he's prepping, everybody comes up. I can't even tell you what these boards mean. I kind of
No
get
idea.
what they mean, but I have no idea. It's like, but yeah, I love it. Like everybody's on the phone. Tickets are going mad because they get out of buyers, and it's like that. Yeah, it must be mad. Like, I'm guessing some of these are like, they're just like the people in there reenacting, but
And they do it for 9 hours, whatever it
Yeah.
is, 8 hours straight.
yeah,
They don't break for lunch. They just keep going. It's madness.
it's This is what the orange juice starts at 9. I like how
Concentrated
they got
orange
like
juice.
they got like starting light, and they go, well, wait for it, and it's the deep, and it just goes into madness, and then they realize after the dukes are buying, oh. Look, they must know something, so everybody's it's buy,
So they're driving the price up higher.
whilst it's wait for it, and then they sell. So I'm guessing what they've done is bought shares, because they don't explain that.
Right.
So I'm guessing with the money like they've bought shares.
A lot
low.
of them. Yeah.
They don't really say it. So they've bought a lot of shares with that, like Coleman's and Jamie Lee Curtis's character, like low, and then they've drive up the price to whatever 142, and this is where they start to sell, driving down the price, and then we get our state of departure and agriculture. Is this an actual place? Yeah, is this
Well,
still
there
going?
is a Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C. I don't know if they do press conferences, but they're buying because they think the report was going to say that it was going to be a difficult year for orange juice. Therefore, it was going to be, the price was going to stay high. And then the report comes out and it says that the bad weather did not impact the orange crop. And therefore, there's no price pressure. So the selling then the sell off really continues and the price just tanks.
Yeah, I like how he waits. But I'm going to put my glasses. Things like that. Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be televised. It would just be a memo to somebody, wasn't it?
No,
So
no,
yeah,
my
that was
God.
that.
Can you
And then
imagine making
yeah.
time in your day to watch the orange juice report? No offense to those who provide us with wonderful orange juice,
This is
which
where
I'm drinking right
there
now.
actually was a televised thing.
Hmm.
But yeah, that guy comes out exhausted. And I bet you this used to happen.
Oh, I'm
That's what I
sure.
did.
You're screaming and
Crushed.
yelling all day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Regular trading hours is between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. MET? What's MET?
Eastern time. That's the pre-market.
AM. ET. Sorry, I saw it as MET. Sorry.
Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern time, but that's the pre-market.
But they get in there and yeah, they've run out of time, so the buzzer's gone. So they're making their money. They get so the Dukes have bought everything high. It's the market's dropped. They've made all their money. They've sold high, then bought low again. So they've got loads of shares, and of course, then the Dukes have, you need to settle your bill. And was it 390 million or something?
In cash by the end of the trading day. You know the
We
rules.
don't have. I don't like it because they're like, we don't have that money. Go on, Sandy. What will be 390 million?
Hang on.
Da, 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 da.
That's why we always keep the inflation
I bet it's
calculator.
billion.
up.
It's got to be over a billion.
1.3 billion.
Yeah. And they're like, we don't have that. And I do like it. So he's like, he's I'm gonna say it. So his brother like goes, get the markets back on. His brother, I think your brother's really, really ill. Fuck him.
I don't care.
It's like, what? And it's like, what? It's great. But yeah, they get back, and then of course, we get a little bit of fun in this. The gorilla is there's supposed to be two, but they're on love and they're going to a Caribbean, back to Africa.
Africa.
And then we get back, and then everybody's rich. What should we have? We should have the lobster and crab, and so everybody's happy.
And Coleman's not serving; he's ordering.
He's
Someone
now
else
the
is
order.
serving.
So yeah, it's somewhere to go, and then kind of the end of that's the end. So yeah.
Happy ending.
A happy ending. One of our most happy endings we've had. So
Yeah.
Go on then. Jay, do you know the answer?
Was Coming to America was the
Coming to
the other
America,
one.
correct. Sandy, do you know that?
Yes, I did.
And this is where they come out and he gives them like a bundle of money as the prince, doesn't he? And they're like, we're back! We're back! So I feel it's a good little thing. So, yes, it's good. But Sandy, as always, before we start our little reviews, the numbers.
This is our 85th film club. This is film club number 85.
Wow.
I know. So, as we mentioned, this is 1983, based on an original screenplay by Timothy Harris and Herschel Weingrod. Directed by John Landis, as we mentioned, who directed other landmark 1980s films. We talked about all the stars, plus all of the background and extras or other actors in this huge cast for this film. Over 100 people actually credited in the cast for this film. And I've already commented on all of the amazing scenes throughout Philadelphia and some scenes in New York, particularly around the commodities trading floor and the exteriors at the World Trade Center. Now, as for the numbers, this was a big hit in 1983, but boy, folks went to the movies back in the 80s. It was made for a budget of $15 million, which would be about $51 million today. It made $90 million. That's about $307 million. It was the fourth highest grossing film of 1983. And take a look at just the top 5 there. Return of the Jedi, Tootsie, Flashdance, War Games.
What was number 4? This was 4.
This one was number 4.
Oh, it's 4. Okay.
So this film was number 4. Now, it got an Oscar nomination for the adapted score. Frankly, I didn't even pay attention to any of the music. It was classical music. I mean, I heard it, but I guess that's adapting someone else's score,
Yeah.
but it didn't win. But get this, Denholm Elliott won the BAFTA for Best Supporting Actor, and Jamie Lee Curtis won a BAFTA for Best Supporting Actress that year. Now, I think they gave great performances, but I guess when you look at the kinds of films that were up in the top 5, top 10 for that year, they were all kind of action, a lot
Yeah.
of action and a lot of comedy. Um, Kind of typical of the 80s. Now, Flashdance was not a comedy. Um, but what a good year for film. Again, it was probably another one of those times. And so this could very well be the first year I went to the movies because I saw Return of the Jedi in in the theaters, and I did not see the other two Star Wars films in the theaters. Well,
I only
take
have
that
the
back.
choice.
I saw Empire Strikes Back in a a rerun or a re-release in the movies, but I did see
Guess
War
what,
Games
Sandy?
as
Guess
well.
what?
What?
Jay wasn't even born.
I know. I know
Nope.
this. That's why I know. But that's why it's kind of fun to have his
Oh, that's
perspective.
weird. It was Return of Jedi. I moved Jabba to the front.
I see Jabba. I see
I
Jabba.
see Jabba.
But see, it wasn't the remastered Return of the Jedi. Now that we've seen the remastered on,
No.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. And actually, there's a whole The Sopranos. I've brought this up a couple times how great The Sopranos is. If you haven't watched The Sopranos, I just finished like a fourth or fifth rewatch of the whole series, and there's an article out about correcting. They only used digital photography slash computer generated images in one episode of The Sopranos, and that's because the actress who played Livia Soprano passed away
Mhm.
unexpectedly, and they had to do this one scene. And after it was released, everyone said it was a big mistake and it looked bad. And so they're remastering the whole series, but they're trying to really work on that scene and may delete it, all to, we'll have to see how that turns out. So, um, sorry, diverted there on digital reimaging. Um, but Jay, even though you weren't born, it's good to get. Why don't Jay go first? Because
Yeah.
this is the
Your
first time
first
he's
watch.
seen it.
Yeah, sure. So this one, I mean, honestly, it's pretty straightforward. It does. What's the saying you guys use, Stasis? Does what it says on
Does
the tin.
what it says on the tin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of this one. It's Aykroyd, it's Murphy. They're kind of playing characters very very in each of their own respective wheelhouses. Like I think Eddie does great with his character. Dan does great with his. Um, it's kind of like we said earlier. It's not one where you're laugh out loud, the whole time through, or really honestly even any point. But it is one where you're smiling the whole way through. It's got a lot of little bits of clever humor, but there's just, to me at least, in my opinion, there's just something nostalgic about some of these actors. These two specifically, in terms of comedies from the 80s, 90s. There's just something nostalgic where you just watch them and you kind of get that warm feeling like, all right, I'm watching an Eddie Murphy or a Dan Aykroyd movie, whatever it is. And that's what I have for it. As a first time watch, even though I've never seen it, it felt very familiar in that sense. And it felt like a, kind of a nice little comfy movie to watch when, one of those comfort type of movies. I enjoyed it. It's like I said, it's nothing crazy. It kind of just does what it says on the tin. Stories, straightforward. I do agree with Sandy. I think towards the end, the plot just goes a little wild and you lose it a bit. The train stuff, I think I probably could have done without. And I was just a bit confused on exactly what their scheme was. Like, I got the general gist of it, running up the price and all that, but I just kind of wish it was a little bit more elaborated in terms of like, well, what position did they purchase, their shares at, so I could understand exactly where they made money and how much money they were making, type of thing. A little more clarity on that would have been nice, because with the chaos of that scene, it kind of just makes it that much more chaotic, not really knowing like, well, how much are they making? Where are they making the money at? Like, what price point did they get in? So I kind of wish we knew a little bit more about that side of it to add clarity to how they actually duped the Duke brothers. But I mean, it's a comedy also, so I'm not looking too much into that side of like I don't need that. It just would have been nice. I would say the train stuff I probably could have done without. That was just a little bit too much silliness. But overall, I mean, I thought it was an enjoyable watch. It's one that I'd watch again. Like I said, it's got that nostalgic kind of comfort feel to it, just given the two actors. Plus, I do like the, even though it's not really talked about a ton, there is somewhat of a visual emphasis on the Christmas and setting, which I also kind of think adds to that comfortable watch kind of feel. So, yeah, I liked it. I would give it. So this is obviously on the comedy scale. This isn't going to be the same score as, something that's an Oscar winner or an Oscar potential. I'm kind of struggling between 5.5 and a 6. I don't think I can go as high as a 6, so I'll kind of split it similar to how Sandy did last week. I'd say it's like a 5.75. It sounds like a rough score, but it's not. It's a solid watch. It's one that like I said, I definitely recommend, especially if you're a fan of those two actors like I am, and this one slipped by me for all these years. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth watching. And I think if you have seen it, you probably like it. I would be hard pressed to find somebody who's like, oh, that movie was terrible, I don't like it. But it's solid. That's kind of where I come in on it. It's solid. It's not either of their best. I think when we're looking at either of their best, it would be some movies that we've already had from them, Ghostbusters or Beverly Hills Cop, plus obviously many others for each one of them. So it's not their best. It's certainly not their worst. It's kind of somewhere smack dab in the middle where it's a solid kind of comfort watch that I enjoyed.
True that. I think when you go like that, it's not their best. This is some of their early work. This is
right. Well, that's right, and that's part of it too.
Yeah, and I think that's where you kind of get, like they're not overacting, they're not doing their greater, but I say this is one of those ones I like because it's not a laugh out loud comedy. It's an easy watch comedy. It's one you can actually easily just follow along. There's not much to it. It's an enjoyable movie. Is it groundbreaking? No, it's the kind of riches and poor and that. I think they do really well in this. Is like I say, the environment that it's actually in is very strong to give it that kind of that Christmas feel. But that also, you have parts where they show like Philadelphia really down and out to kind of like that. So you kind of know where you are. I like it has when I rewatched it this time, and I've seen it's called some movie things I want to put it on the list. It's not outdated. Yeah, of course we have some of the language and all that, but you can understand that because of the time period they're given. So I don't mind what they kind of the comedy elements they throw into it. I completely agree. I think when they get to the I suppose like the toilet scene when they go for the $1 after that and then get into the revenge part, it seems like they purposely wanted to get this under 2 hours. So it's 1 hour and 55 minutes, this one. It seems like they edited loads out to make it rushed. Like that whole end bits is like, we've had, I don't know, 1.5 hours of like, the interest in them two trading places, and then the revenge kind of getting back at them is very highly rushed. Even like the end scene is like, and they've got there,
it's too just wacky and silly to be that rushed too. You could be one or the other. Combining both is like, that whole part just feels a little bit rough.
Yeah, and then like Belushi, they got Belushi in. Okay, he's not his brother, but it could have been anybody with the gorilla suit. It's like, and then that whole...
It almost feels like it was designed to give Jim Belushi like a part in the movie where, like, can we write something to have him in there? Because John Landis, didn't he do Animal House?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. I thought
Animal
he
House
did.
is
So I didn't know
Belushi.
if this was like because he knew Jim through John, and maybe it was...
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm right on that before I...
Maybe. He does do, like,
I
he's
thought
got a
he
lot of
did
people in
Animal
there.
House.
But it's good. It's great. Like things. It's like we've got some. Yeah, we got good. Like even the Dukes. Like it's. Would you call it solid acting? It's acting, as you say. Like it's what you see is what you get, and what on the tin. It's just a good, enjoyable watch. It's fun to watch. It makes you smile. There are better movies out there, but because it's one of their younger ones, I've put it on the list. I would watch this over and over again because it's such an easy and it's not a long, it's not an overly long movie. it's just an easy watch, and it's entertaining. It does what it does. It puts a smile on your face. I'm going to go in probably 6.5, only because I've got that. I've grown up with it, and I think if that's your first watch, you're comparing it, and I think you just did like what you said is like, oh, there are better ones out there. But this is probably my earliest take on Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Then of course their better movies coming. So this is, for me, this would be the staple of their beginning of their careers. I'm surprised after this, because they do have a good melding together of like that. They just didn't. Maybe they just didn't get on. Maybe because there's nothing else I can think of they're together in. If I'm like mistaken, I can't remember when.
Top of my head,
I don't know.
So
they were both on Saturday Night Live together, but Aykroyd would have been like probably just leaving Saturday Night Live as Eddie Murphy was just coming on. They were 10 years apart.
But then Eddie Murphy was, we need to get you in film. No, that's it.
Yeah.
So we had some. And I was just like weird. Maybe they just like, I'm guessing because they did Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. Maybe they thought this was the next duo they could have done, and maybe they just were like, this made money. This made bucks, something like that. So it was entertaining for everybody who went to cinema, and I think it has a good
longevity.
That's it. To actually to produce like them doing other movies together, but they never have. So it's a bit strange that. But yeah, I just think it's a fun one. It's a nice, literally 80s movie. I say it's mostly mine and Sandy's era. I just really enjoy it. I highly recommend it, because I think it's one of those where, especially the 3/4 of the movie, is very cleverly done. It's simple, cleverly done. You got like how you place good actors and cameos, not messing around and like interrupting a storyline to get a cameo in. Does really well. But it's just that, them drops is that last 20-30 minutes of that movie. It's just it's just rushed. It's like they were like, oh, come on guys, you need to wrap this up. And it's like, what do we do? Put it on a train. We can do this little comedy sketch. And then how about Gorilla? And it's just like, why do you, like, nobody come up? You've been very clever, and then you've been literally a bit slapstick and a bit silly. So that's why I'm going to drop. I definitely would drop Punch, because I think if they were, this could be, and we always score it differently, but I think this could be like a 7 or 8 if that last half an hour were banging. They actually, they were. Oh, we're going to be as clever as we have been. We're going to be as interesting as we have been. Because even like the end of Duke and Duke, they're rushed. Their ending is rushed and like that. But and I better say, the best thing is when you see him back in, coming to America, and you see him as the homeless guy, like, we're back, like that. And then, but you don't see that again. And they're a good little brother duo of that. And it would be funny, like today if they're like, I'm 100% they're both dead. They would rip that apart and go, let's make a series about them two, coming back into it and being nasty. Yeah, but that's it. But
Revenge.
I like it, and I would always watch this again if it came on. It's such an easy watch. I really enjoy it. But that's why it was on my list. That's it.
And John Landis did. I was going to say correct. Did direct Animal House, so I don't know. Maybe it was just the relation with John Belushi.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I would imagine.
I wonder if
think John would have already passed away.
I was like, maybe.
I think John would have already. Yeah, John passed away in '82. This was 83. So 83. Maybe it was a way to kind of honor John, having something for Jim, or it just felt so random and so focused on kind of having Jim in it that it feels like it was something like that. Possibly, that's just my assumption. I have no idea.
He has no comedy delivery. He has no comedy.
Jim. So I actually used to like his sitcom, According to Jim. I used to watch it on reruns back in the day.
God,
I enjoyed that one, but I really haven't seen him in too much else outside of that. I think he was like one of the co-stars in a Tim Allen comedy when I was growing up. I can't remember what it was. Something where like Tim Allen's like learning how to fight or something like that, because his kids got like a bully who's, I think the dad wants to fight Tim Allen. I can't remember what that, or it's something.
K9,
I can't remember.
That's what I remember. K9, the movie K9.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it's literally what's the Tom Hanks one?
Turner
They
and
did it the
Hooch.
same. Turner Hooch,
Turner and
that's it. And
Hooch.
then K9, they did a dog police thing, both at the same time. So yeah. But Sandy,
Yeah, I mean,
carry on.
we, kind of as we were talking about the film, I shared a number of my, comments, and I agree with both of you on the train scene. I think it's really not necessary, and it does for me also drag the score down. But when we've done historic films, and this is not, this is fiction. When we've done historic films, I've given a letter grade for historic accuracy. I want to give this film a letter grade for the history, the historical setting in Philadelphia, and the architecture and the clothing, the fashion, the cars, everything else. I think this is one of those films that you can go to for a snapshot of a place in time. Just like with Saturday Night Fever, that is a place in time in the 70s in New York. And I think this film is definitely a place in time in Philadelphia. And so for that, I give it an A letter rating for its historical significance. Now, when I was doing my notes, I didn't comment on, whether it was part of the National Film Registry. I'm actually surprised to learn that it is not part of the National Film Registry. Not that I think it's a great film, but one of the criteria for being recognized in the Library of Congress's National Film Registry is the historical or aesthetic impact that the film has. So for me, it's an A in that regard. The film itself, I give a 6, kind of between both of you. I feel like the story itself is actually intelligent social commentary, which comedy can do very well. Comedy can be used to tackle tough issues that society might not be ready to tackle, like how absurd it is to treat people differently because of their class or their race or their gender or what have you. Like how ridiculous the way that individuals are treated and used as pawns in this particular film. This is making a mockery of it, and that's a good thing. So I appreciate that. And I can, overlook the elements where it is super slow. The train scene is completely unnecessary. A 6 for me is a good score, and it's a recommend. And I certainly will take a look at it again. And I recommend, if you didn't look at it the first time in terms of the cars, the fashion, the buildings, and all that good stuff, do that again, because I think that's pretty cool. In this sense, however, I do have one historical disappointment, and that is that although in most films I hate product placement, when I'm looking at a film for the historical context, I actually like to see a bit of product placement. And all we really saw was Budweiser and I think Jim Beam. Maybe was the whiskey we
Yeah.
saw a couple of times. I would have liked to actually see a little bit more product placement because I like historic logos and things like that. So it's a 6 for me. And James, I'm glad you put it on the wheel.
Good. I'm glad because I think when Jay put like Beverly Hills Cop on, I was like, oh my god, I forgot.
Finally a comedy.
You're like, I like it.
We've
Not
been
a
in a
comedy,
rut.
but you kind of just like those kind of. I say like it made like this and that like. He makes you appreciate early Eddie Murphy kind of movies,
It
like Dan
does.
Aykroyd. He does a bit more like he's the straight man, but like you miss that kind of laugh. Like that. So I'm guessing we've got more Eddie Murphy on there. 100% we have, but he kind of like you just forget, except for when he screwed up himself. Really, you just like you know what, you were good. It's like that. So yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, like I think. There's only probably like what I put on the Golden Child. It's when he tried to be a little bit more serious. But
I do
his
like
early
Coming
stuff
to
was good.
America. I
Yeah,
like
I
that.
do like
That one.
So, but all good. But next we got 2 comedies
We
in
do.
a row and 2 satire
2
comedies.
satire, pastiche,
Coming up.
send-up comedies, as they say. Yep.
That's it. So, girlfriend's never seen it. I've seen it once, I think. And Jay, you've never seen it.
No, never.
Going to Russia, not coming to America. You're coming to Russia. I guess.
And I have a book to start reading today.
Oh, we had a book as well. There we
a
go.
book. Mm-hmm.
So is it a book? Yeah. So, yes, we've got what is this, Andy? The
Death of Stalin.
Death of Stalin.
And in Death of Stalin, we will have Steve Buscemi
Oh my
We
God,
will
this is gonna be a
have
lot of actors.
Jason Isaacs. We will have Jeffrey Tambor. We just so many, again, top-notch actors in this. What I will say, at least over here in the United States, not very well-known film. Most
No.
people don't know it exists,
It's
but
what, French written,
Yep.
American produced, mostly English actors, except for the main
mostly
cast.
English, British release.
Yeah.
I only learned about it listening to the Kermode and Mayo podcast when they still had one like 5 years ago, maybe even longer than that.
Mm.
And they were interviewing Jason Isaacs. And he was talking about how much fun this film was. And then eventually, when it was on streaming services, I watched it. And I think I told you I laughed out loud. It's very rare that I
Oh.
laugh out loud in a film.
That is actually good from Abel.
Oh,
How are you going to
yeah.
score this?
Yeah, this is
How are you
not
going to
about.
score this?
It's
But
not.
historical. No, yeah, it's a satire.
It
And
is
also,
a satire.
Daryl,
Yeah.
you're very greedy. You're very greedy. He wants a kung fu movie next. I know
Daryl,
what
but you
Sandy
know what?
wants.
We had your when we were so happy to have your Western last week, it made me think I may need to take one more look at any Madonna movies that are out there. And sadly, I really couldn't find it. Like, there's a hell no on
Oh my God.
Evita. That's not happening. Desperately Seeking Susan, no.
Watchable, but still a 4.
Yeah, we had A League of Their Own, so I just don't
What was the one on
know.
the beach? What was the one on the beach? Gone. What was the one
Oh,
that
I
she
don't know.
like the? There's one. Who? Who she married? Guy Pearce.
Guy
wasn't it?
Ritchie, yeah.
Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie. It's not Guy Pearce. Guy Ritchie. They did like a movie, and it's terrible. It is terrible. I can't remember what it's called. Like, yeah, there's one like a Castaway. It's kind of a Castaway kind of movie
Let's
with
see.
Madonna
We
and
had
somebody
The
else,
Next
and all
Best
she does.
Thing.
And it should be really bad because all she does in it is make out with this other like hot guy, and he's like,
Oh, is that The
he's
Next
like,
Best Thing? Is that
I
one?
can't.
No.
No, it's not that. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like it's like the beach getaway. I can't remember what it's called. Like now, it's like it is
I can't think of
so,
it.
so
She's in
bad.
Die Another Day. She's a
Yeah,
Bond
she
girl.
does. No, she is
No.
the fencing trainer. She's only
Okay.
got a little bit because she does the one of the worst Bond songs, Die,
jeez.
and she did that disco electro thing on it.
There are some.
Oh yes, I remember that song. Yep, I
Yeah,
remember
Die,
that one.
and
That was when she was kind of in that phase. She
yeah,
did like
it was awful.
a few songs. Oh God, what was that song? She actually had a Hung Up. Was that era that song she did? I'm not a big Madonna music fan, but I guess we're acting either. I've never been a big Madonna fan. Sorry, Daryl.
Right.
But
Can I just
she
say
did have
one
a
thing?
few. She did have
It's
a
going
few
to be fight.
good
We're on a
songs in that
fight.
era.
We're on a fight in chat now.
Yeah, it was Desperately
Rick, we're on a
Seeking
fight now.
Susan
Not with
that I
me.
looked
Yeah, I'm with
at.
Daryl.
And Dick Tracy, we know
Dick
she's in that.
Tracy.
Yeah.
What was she in Dick Tracy?
I only remember her acting from A
She
League of Their Own.
is
That's about it.
Breathless
Yeah.
Mahoney in
Oh,
Dick
God.
Tracy. And then
I
A
liked
League
her
of
in A
Their
League of
Own.
Their
Something
Own
like
as much as I can
yeah.
remember.
Yep. And then Evita Heck. No, God, that was so
Yeah.
awful.
I think I got halfway through that movie and went, no, yeah, done.
so awful. So
Yeah.
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 But
Go.
Daryl,
Yeah.
say-
I say give it back to the 80s. That's it. So
yeah.
yeah.
She had a good few songs, or a few good songs, I should say,
Still the queen
in
of
the
pop,
early
though. Still the queen
2000s
of
when
pop.
she was kind of making a bit of a comeback at that point.
Yeah, but she did what U2 did. U2 buggered up because they did that discotheque movie when they went, oh, disco, like kind of like synthesizers, and every other person just went with it, and it was just like, oh no, that was then she did that and it was bad. But after that, there's not been very good Bond songs. Like Skyfall song with Adele is absolutely Skyfall.
So I actually like hearing
Oh,
that
you
part
like
when
I
it.
she
do
says,
like that
I-
one too. I do
yeah,
like that one.
I don't
Oh
hate
my
that
God, I
one.
can't ha- I-
And I
I-
actually
every
really
time I-
like hearing her
you
do the
really
Skyfall
annoy
part,
me.
but I don't listen
Oh.
to it a whole ton, to be
The
honest.
best one, I think, is the Casino Royale out the guy, and I'm going to really hate myself. Soundgarden, the guy who died
Oh, you
recently.
like that one? I don't know if I like
No,
can't
because
think of that
it's
song.
good. That's one of the. Oh, who's the guy in Soundgarden? Chat.
Best Bond song is Live and Let Die.
Ooh, okay.
See, I've never been a huge Bond fan, honestly.
Oh,
Nothing,
Chris
I
Bond,
like the
yeah.
nothing
I don't know.
necessarily against
Right.
Bond movies. I've never gotten around to watching many
Living
of them.
Daylights is good. That's
I don't
isn't
mind
it?
A View to a Kill. Some
View-
oh God. Help
then
me.
you got Bassett.
Duran Duran.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, however, love James Bond video games and always have my entire life. That's kind of where I've gotten most of my
New one's supposed
exposure
to be
There's a
to
new
James Bond. I love the new one. It's so much
Oh.
fun. I'm really enjoying
okay.
it.
Stream
Now,
it.
I don't know how it holds up to being a Bond story because I've never, like I said, I haven't really watched many Bonds. The most I've watched has been Daniel Craig's, to be honest with you. And I didn't really care for most of them. I just really liked Casino Royale. But in terms of a game, it feels a lot like the Hitman games, which I always love the Hitman game. So
A lot of
it's the
people
same
said that.
group
It's
that did
just
that.
that, yeah, it's kind of the same mechanics. I've heard that. It's
It
the same
definitely
mechanics,
is
isn't it?
very, very similar to the Hitman game. So if you like those games, you'd probably like it. If you don't like those games, you obviously won't. And then as it pertains to Bond, purists or even just people who really love Bond and love the lore, that I really can't speak to. It feels enough like Bond from what I know about it, Q and M and the gadgets and all that. Like it feels enough like it, but I'm not the best authority to speak on what's really a Bond story or not. But in terms of just flat out gameplay, I'm really enjoying it.
I must say, I don't. Rick, we're in agreement. Rick, we're in agreement.
Oh, 100%. I really,
Pierce.
really like Pierce
Yeah,
Brosnan.
I just wouldn't. I grew up in the Brosnan era.
Yeah.
I just
But I must say,
didn't really
like,
watch
I'm
'em.
trying to think, like, I think they're going to go to, like, the only sensible things they can do. And I know everybody wants Cavill, and I think it's too old now.
Now
I
he's
think
too
the only way
old, I
they can do
know.
it is if they do. I think this is what they're going to do. Like, they're going to do a prequel, kind of a prequel
It's
one,
gotta
but
be a
not a
British
prequel.
actor,
Is
though.
what they're going to do is him getting to become a 00.
Well, that's
The only
exactly
story
what the
they've not
game
done.
is. So the
Oh,
game is doing that story right now.
Okay. I
That
bet you
origin,
that's how they're
First
gonna do it.
Light.
But the
Well, it's
only way they
called
could
First
do
Light,
that
but that's the
is
origin.
if
Yeah.
they have to do it in the 50s and to the 60s. Because I think
Oh,
of the
okay, yeah, so-
gadgets,
They
I
have
think
to.
that's the only way. And then have that. I don't care what any bit like women say. Sorry, Sandy. He has to be a sexist, like chauvinist.
He
pig.
does. I
And
agree.
he has to be like. He has to be that kind of getting. And I think if they brought it like and Daniel Craig, like I agree. Like Casino Royale, I really like. The other ones are awful. The last movie's terrible.
So I didn't watch the last one. Quantum of Solace sucked. I thought
yeah.
So
Skyfall
bad.
was okay.
Skyfall was better than Quantum of Solace,
Yeah,
but
I
that was
think,
really
and
close to
maybe
good.
that's kind of why I graded a little bit probably better than it deserves. Is just because in comparison to Quantum of Solace, I felt like it was significantly better, even if it's not a significantly well-made movie.
I think the
yeah, for me, it's
acting, though,
Casino
carried
Royale.
that film.
Yeah. The
Skyfall.
last
I'm a
one.
big
Javier
Javier Bardem fan, obviously too.
Mhm.
I know I put
Yeah, but
No
that's
Country
the thing.
for
He
Old
has
Men
good
on this,
actors in
back
it.
with
The
the
storylines is just crap.
what was the
Then
one with Christoph Waltz? That was I think I watched that one.
Spectre.
Spectre,
No,
yeah.
geez, I can't remember. I feel like I remember watching Spectre, but I don't remember
It's
Spectre
yeah,
the
but it's,
movie.
like,
so
forgettable. That's the thing.
yeah,
It's
so there you
forgettable.
go. There.
It wasn't that
That's
one.
like,
What was
if
the...
you can remember Roger Moore ones more than that, what a bit more,
I remember
more
some.
funny.
I remember clips of Pierce. God, what's Brosnan's first name?
Pierce.
Is it Pierce? Okay, I thought I had it wrong for a
Brosnan.
second. I remember seeing clips of his movies on TV back in the day more than I remember Spectre, to be honest.
Yeah,
Chris
and Roger
Cornell.
Moore
That's it,
sadly
Chris
is a
Cornell.
little forgettable
Thank
for
you.
me. I don't. Didn't
Well,
like
yeah,
the
but
last
it's
one.
more corny. It's more a bit of fun, isn't it? That's it. And then they went
Yeah.
a bit went really with Timothy Dalton. They went a bit more darker, and then
I
think Pierce
okay.
Brosnan
I would
would
like to
put-
go back and watch.
I
all
would put
those.
I like
Timothy
Timothy
Dalton number 3 for me.
I
He would be my number 3.
like Timothy Dalton's ones.
We
I think they're
needed
just a
more
bit
of
more
him.
gritty. It's a bit more anger. I kind of like them. There's not many of them, but that's because of the studios. But yeah, I'm putting. If I had to put Bonds, I'm putting Daniel Craig last.
Yep.
Literally last.
Even
yeah,
after
bottom of
George
the pile.
Lazenby, yes,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I
it's-
like
it's
On
just-
Her Majesty's. He did On Her Majesty's
Mhm.
Secret Service, right?
Yes, but like
I don't
him
like him,
after
but I like that
Casino
film.
Royale. Casino Royale is good because of the storyline and Mads Mikkelsen, isn't it?
Yeah, he's
Mhm. Yeah,
fantastic.
he's
He's
always-
fantastic.
Dame
And the rest of the
Judy.
supporting cast.
You gotta love
Dame-
the.
yeah.
Dame
But after
Judy.
that, it's absolutely awful. But I think they're struggling because I think what is it now? Prime, isn't
Excuse
it?
me.
Amazon.
Amazon owns it now.
Yeah,
MGM
Amazon's got it.
through
I just
Amazon.
think they're gonna.
Thank
I
God
think
Disney doesn't own
they've
it.
got to own the original stories and get back the grasp of what James Bond is, or they're gonna fall into the trap of going. hate to say it, I never like using the word going woke and actually like playing to whatever crowd they think they're going to capture. Now, I would, if I was them, go back to the 50s and 60s and then do something clever. What they never did with the original ones is you can do now offshoots of it. Who's 002? Who's 003? Do that. Introduce it like they did with
Or you
Sean
could make
Bean.
series out of it if you wanted to
do
have
Sean
Bond
Bean.
all the time.
And if they
type of
wanted
thing.
to introduce
Well,
whatever, like 009 as a woman, da-da, there you go.
And
You've
it's
got
not
it. You've got it.
007, right?
It's not 007 is a Scotsman who is a git, who is loves, like, who I have sex with women because of, of King and Country, or Queen and Country, it would be like that time. But Queen and Country, I do it for that. I'm doing it like that. He just uses women for using women, and that's what you need. And then what do? You have cool little gadgets that are not, that you can get on your iPhone now.
That
and
it's
that's
not
the
just a
problem.
computer, right? And that's where, like, the gadgets were fun. The gadgets also became not fun.
Yeah.
Right? Because the gadget was always some kind of a little weapon or something you fire, some kind of poison, some kind of this. And it wasn't like a cool gadget. Even the cars, think about, like, oh, you can go faster. Oh, yay. It's not like a Batmobile kind of thing you got going in the 50s and 60s. I don't know. Just the gadgets were much cooler.
No, but I don't know what they're going to. But the worst thing is, I can't think off the top of my head any, because though the Bonds, most of them were off like TV shows, like they've always kind of picked, except for Daniel Craig made Layer Cake, and they got it from that. I can't think of who looks good as a Bond.
Obviously they missed the boat on Henry Cavill at this point.
He's way too old.
I would say just go unknown. Just somebody unknown, somebody up and coming, and try to thrust them into the role and maybe into their own stardom. That would be my best guess. I thought I saw a rumor recently that they were maybe looking at some actor who I remember seeing the picture and reading his name, but I'd never heard of him. Couldn't even remember what his name was. So I don't know if it was any truth to the rumor or not, but it was within the last week or so. Maybe it was people just floating rumors around because a new game came out. But I would go unknown if I'm them.
They've got to do it. Like I always say, like, he can't be good looking, he can't be buffed. He has to be look like a bad boy that you're gonna have. Women are gonna have sex with, and they don't want to take home to their parents just because they're that bad boy. But they're having that a little bit of fun. He can't be a pretty boy, but he needs to be sexy enough to have that kind of allure that he's a bad boy. That's what he needs to do. That is Bond. That is, because he's got to have that. He's SAS. He's what SBS.
That's kind of what they go for with the game. Like the guy, this is a Bond where he's got like a scar on his face from an accident that happens in his military service in the kind of opening to the game. So they kind of go for more of that than like your clean cut Hollywood, kind of look. It's a bit more of like, the, I guess, bad boy look is the way to put it. Yeah. So fair enough there.
It has to be. Yeah. But I would like if Bond, I think Bond, when he has the suits, his style with, especially with Connery, the suits are great. But now set in this era, I hate to say it, your spies or whatever you call it, it's changed. It's not that kind of European warfare, Cold War that we see.
You can still look classy though.
But they're not going to be. But
So it's interesting to hear you describe all this, Stasis, because that's kind of a lot of what they do with the look of the game too. So maybe that is the direction they end up going.
Vibe they're going to go with it.
He's in the game because it's funny because again, me not having a strong Bond knowledge, as I go into it, I'm like, I haven't really worn a nice fancy suit yet. I'm like, shouldn't Bond be in a suit? And no, they kind of go the opposite. He's in more normal, nice looking clothes, but some of them are more disguises, like a chauffeur's disguise, where he's in that for a whole level. But other times it's just a nice black turtleneck, a nice little black leather jacket, some pants, and you're doing your Bond thing. It's not the whole, gray suit and the black tie type of thing that comes to my mind when I think Bond. So interesting that it seems visually they're kind of shifted, or at least leaning to that direction with the game.
They need
to
get that
still through Prime, so we'll see. I mean, through Amazon. So we'll see what they do with.
They have to get that first, but they're going to have to do it soon because their investment isn't making any money. Because I'm guessing this is licensed out the game, isn't it? It's going to be licensed out to somebody. So they're not making much.
Yeah, I
money.
don't know the licensing
Yeah.
on it. I think it's sold quite well for its first couple days. So I don't know exactly what they're bringing in on it, but I want to say it sold pretty well. If the tweet that I saw it was accurate, which who knows if any tweet that you ever see is accurate or truthful.
But yeah, making movies and shows, they need to invest now. Like
you should get it going, because to be honest, it's not like you have to wait very long. Because I don't think people really cared for the Bond finish, the Daniel Craig finish, or really his whole Bond run. So it's not like you have to be like, man, it's it's not like you're coming off the Pierce Brosnan run where it's like people really liked him as Bond and how we're going to replace him. You can pretty much reboot it right away, and people I think would be fine.
I think any Bond fan or any TV like any fans of movies, they saw that series and then saw what they did. I can't remember the last movie. It was called
Tomorrow Never Dies, maybe.
No,
does that sound right?
Die,
or is that another? Die Another Day? No, it's not Die Another Day.
Oh, it's something.
It has something to do with dies. I know that.
Yeah, Die something. Yeah, but like I think most people hated that movie. I remember one of my old movie film channels. I did a 5-hour rant on it and never stopped talking live. Like, I hated it that much. Literally came in, watched it, came in, boom. Literally, I hate it.
No Time to Die, right?
No Time to Die. That sounds right. Yeah. That sounds right.
That would be for me lower than Twilight, just because I hated it that much, because it destroyed the franchise because of an arrogance of an actor, and you could see that within the movie, and how it ended was pathetic. Having great actors around you and actresses, and then just not utilizing it because the arrogance of an actor wanted to be, I'm the star and I'm like of a movie, but you're not doing James Bond. Oh, it was horrible. That movie is just diabolical. But them again, whoever bought Paramount at that time, I think it was, or Universal,
MGM, right? Where they was, because I think like, Amazon bought them.
Yeah, who was just completely blind and like just going, your end's done. See it. Let's get somebody else. And it's bizarre, but it is what it is.
I don't have interest in going back to watch that, but every time, well, God, it's been ages since a good Bond game has come out. I mean, literally, like well over a decade.
GoldenEye.
So GoldenEye was in the 90s. There was some really good PlayStation ones, PS1 era into like Xbox. With Pierce Brosnan's Bond, that they did a bunch of games based off him and used his likeness and all that. Nightfire. Oh God, there was so many good ones. What was the last movie Bond Pierce did? Actually got a movie tie-in game I loved it. It was the first time they did a third person, or one of the first times that I could think of, that they did a third person Bond game.
Tomorrow Never Dies. Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yes, that's. Yeah. I always get confused. I feel like they always have dies in the name. A Die Another Day, was that the one? Maybe.
That's one.
Was it that Madonna?
Right, yeah.
It might have been that one. No, it was one with Halle. Was Halle Berry in one?
Yes, that's the one in North Korea. Yes.
Okay, so that was the one I believe the game was based off of, and it was the first time that I could think.
Released her boo for was it $4 million on, was it? Oh my God, Hugh Jackman and John Travolta was in it.
Oh God, what is the name of that movie?
And Vinnie Jones was in it.
I know the movie. I just can't think of what the name of it was.
She shows her boobs. So she went in.
Yeah, when she's tanning on the beach or something. I remember the scene vividly.
Oh, do you? No, but she apparently at her negotiations, she walked in and they were like, "We want you to show your boobs," and she went in and she went, $2 million. And they went, "Yes, done, deal." And she went, "Each," and they went, "Deal."
Good for her.
So she went in for $2 million and then upped it and then went each, and then like because they instantly went. Yeah, great. So
yeah, you said you got a little too eager on that. Yes,
double it. Yeah, so she upped it. Went,
good for her. Hey, if you're gonna request somebody to do that, might as well get your money's worth.
So less than 10 seconds of screen time, she made $4 million for their boobs. I'm going to show my boobs for that. I'm going to do it for 4 million pesos. Easily. Chat, give me 4 million pesos. I'll do it now. But yeah. I can't remember, what was it called? Oh my God, that movie's going to bug me now.
I want to say it was, oh God.
It was like a one-word title, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Now we got to look it up.
The game was awesome, and it was the last Bond game I played, and it was the first time they had done a third-person version of it. and I haven't played one since
Snake,
then.
Not Snake. Oh my god, what was it called?
I feel like it was a one-word title.
Hugh Jackman.
I thought it was the
Hugh
Hugh Jackman one.
Yeah, Hugh
I
Jackman.
can't remember.
John
Let me try to remember.
Travolta,
I can't
Vinnie
remember what
Jones,
Bond that
Halle
was
Berry.
either.
Chat. Gimme.
Is it Monsters Ball? Were they in that one?
No.
That was one. I thought.
Because she
No,
won an
not
award for
Sneakers.
that one.
Oh,
It's not.
I'm gonna do way back.
No, I'm getting confused with another one.
Yeah, I don't know one with her. I mean, X-Men, because she was in X-Men.
I thought it was Hackers for a second, but I'm getting confused with another
Swordfish.
one. Swordfish.
I told you
yes.
it was a one-word
Yes.
title. Yep.
Yeah, I knew we gave it an S. Swordfish.
Okay. Yep, that's the one.
Not very good. Except for one.
One
scene in it.
one good scene. It was definitely one good
She
scene.
screwed, like I say. She's like, she could have made herself a good action. It's that Catwoman.
Catwoman was that was rough.
Catwoman, like absolutely screwed her career. Absolutely was shocking, wasn't it? But yeah, I bet she's gonna. Will she be back? I'm guessing so because
she had a little
she looks
comeback.
Hot. She's hot now.
She's always looked phenomenal.
She looks great.
She's
I know,
aged
it's Hollywood
wonderfully.
surgeons, but she looks good. Like that.
No,
like,
she's
good
still
at Storm by.
She's
I wonder if
still very pretty, and
Yeah.
I mean, I've always thought she was a good actor. I've never thought she was a bad actor. The Catwoman movie was not good,
She's
but
not
I've
really-
never seen a. If there's ever a time I feel like there's some of the X-Men movie, for example, as it kind of gets to the at least the third one, the second one was good, where sometimes you're like, ooh, her acting's not great there, but I think it was unsuggest direction because nobody's acting is all that phenomenal in that movie, and you've got great actors littered throughout that movie. So I've always thought she was a pretty solid to good actress. She was Daryl just said she was in a John Wick movie, I think the third one, and she was good in that. So I've always been a Halle Berry fan. I think she's cool.
Yeah,
I've always liked her.
Yeah. I think she'll be in the new Avengers thing because they're introducing the.
Well, she's always had a good sense of humor about that Catwoman role too. I believe she won a Razzie for it. The Razzie, like those awards for being terrible movies, and she's always like leaned into it and had a good sense of humor about it. So she seems like a pretty, one of the, at least from what you can tell from celebrities, she seems like one of the genuinely just somewhat normal kind of people in Hollywood. Can have a laugh at themselves, not take themselves too seriously, that kind of thing.
Oh my god! But I've had Russia 1953 start on the
20
minutes. Should we watch the trailer?
Yes.
Should we watch the trailer? So, Sandy, again, your movie pick.
My movie pick, Death of Stalin.
So quickly before we do start this, I do believe I have a schedule conflict for next week, so we can probably chat about that afterwards. I just didn't want to promise chat next week as soon as we watch the trailer.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're talking. Chat might be a schedule change, but let's go.
Should we investigate?
Should you shut the fuck up before you get us both killed?
Stalin's dead.
He's dead.
Stalin is dead!
Oh my God.
Our general secretary is lying in a puddle of indignity.
He's feeling unwell, clearly.
I want to make a speech at my father's funeral.
No problem.
Technically, yes, but practically.
When I said no problem, what I meant was no problem. Ignore me.
Stalin would have wanted the committee as one.
All those in favor? Carried unanimously.
We need change.
Well, let's see who can mobilize first. Oh, seems to be me. Sneaky little shit.
The race has started. We need to start putting together a plan.
How can you run and plot at the same time?
I have no idea what is going on.
I'm the peacemaker, and I'll fuck up anyone who gets in my way. Come on! Craig better, you flattering fannies! Get it! Give it! Hit it!
Shoot her before him, but make sure he sees it. Kill him, dump him in the pulpit. And I'll leave the rest up to you.
We have to act. I really need your help.
I'm going to have to report this conversation. Threatening to do harm or obstruct any member of the Presidium in the process of looking at your fucking face. I took Germany. I think I can take a flesh lump in a waistcoat.
No matter what happens, I will never let any harm come to you.
I may as well just shoot myself like mother.
Jesus Christ. Did Coco Chanel take a shit on your head?
No, he did not.
Stalin will be loving this. I'll take it from here. Good luck, ladies.
You know, all of you can kiss my Russian ass.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna get killed, I promise you.
What did you say that reminded you of, Jay?
So
Arrested Development, was it?
Yeah, so I know it sounds like a weird comparison because it obviously has nothing in terms of what Arrested Development's story or anything is about. It feels like it has that sense of humor, and I don't know if I'm just tying it to Jeffrey Tambor because he's obviously in both, but it just seems like it has that smart, witty,
Very
clever,
dry. Yep.
yeah, dry, and like one joke might set up a joke that comes back in later on type of thing. Like it feels like it's got that style of humor. Obviously, it's not like the show, but
2017 wins the rest of Development for what 10 years or maybe?
God, so it went. Arrested Development was early 2000s for 3 seasons. Then it got canceled. I say to this day that show was ahead of its time. I just don't think American audiences were ready for that style of comedy because it's so damn funny. It's one of my favorite comedy series of all time. But then it came back in like 2014 for Netflix for like a season or 2, which was not great.
Netflix not doing something right. Never.
Yeah, go figure.
Never. I'll be hoping then for the next Will. I'll be hoping for martial arts for Daryl. I don't know. What do I fancy?
That is a good question.
While, have we?
You know what I want? I want a Denzel movie. I've been thinking lately about how I did not put enough Denzel movies on here, which might be something I remedy at some point.
Well,
because I was just watching, I was watching something recently with him, and I was like, "Damn, he's one of my top 3 favorite actors, if not top 2, possibly even one. I'd have to really think about it. He might even be my favorite."
Remember the Titans?
Yeah, that's all we've had. So I could go for another Denzel. John Q would be a good one. I think I put that one on here.
Glory.
I've always loved that movie.
Glory's on there.
Yeah, Glory's on there too. Yep. So give me something with Denzel.
It's not the main actor, though, is he? In Glory.
What do you
I've actually never seen Glory.
He's not the main actor. He's
No,
like
he's not the main
supporting
actor.
actor.
No, he's there.
Yep. American Gangster is on there, Daryl. I know I put that one on there. So there should be a few. I want to put more, but there should still definitely be a few.
What was the one he does like? He's like an investigator. Is it like he's in he's like paraplegic or something, and he's in a wheelchair, like Murder by Numbers? Maybe it's not that.
Oh, I don't know that.
I can't think of that.
It's like a murder one, and he has to do it from like he's like bed, and he has to like let's screen. I can't remember what it's called. That's quite good.
I can't think of that one.
Killer.
No,
there's a serial killer one. He has to do it from his his bed.
Training Day. That's what I was watching. It was on TV, and I
yeah.
don't think we put that on the list. And that one I really should have put on. But that was one that I was watching on TV the other day. I was like, man,
the list is going to keep on growing. The list is going to
I know. It never gets any smaller. We just end up adding 10 movies for every one we take off.
That's it. You're like, oh, I forgot about that. But that's the fun of Film Club. So it's definitely going to be Sandy's B movie pick. Sandy, what do you fancy?
Actually, a B movie would be kind of nice.
Oh, there you go.
I mentioned it last week, like something old Hollywood, like Whatever Happened to Baby Jane or Sunset Boulevard or something.
I thought
like
you were going
that.
to say like Modern Times or something.
Or Modern Times could be very old Hollywood. That would be awesome.
There we go. Oh, the General. I think the General was on there. All right, are we ready then? Let's go for it. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be touching Hidden Dragon.
Could be Tombstone. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is a feel good. It is a comedy. It's a comedy
We got
wrapped
3
up.
comedies in a row then?
This is a comedy
And
wrapped
2
up
Sandy
in
picks.
kind of
2 Sandy picks, yeah.
a feel good. It's sad. It's warm. This is a home cooking movie. It's a make you feel good film. Oh, that's a good one.
Is it 1998?
Oh,
Let's get the thing.
so
Talk,
good.
Sandy. Where is it set? So, Jay, you've never seen this?
Nope, never seen it.
It's in Ireland.
Ireland.
And gosh, I wonder if any of these actors, the older ones, are still alive. I'm sure
can't be.
most
They're
of them are
literally probably in their
definitely
80s when it
gone.
happened.
But it's just a beautiful film about a small town, a small community that comes together over a sad thing, a death of one of their own. He died while watching the lottery, and he died while winning the lottery. He had no heirs. What does the community do?
Let's have a look.
And the music is amazing, and the scenery is everything you dream of beautiful Scotland landscapes.
Scotland's Ireland.
Ireland. Sorry, Ireland. Sorry, Irish people. Ireland, and just great character. This is all about the characters.
Right. Well, let's go on with it. Sandy, introduce your 2 in a row. You're on a winning
for
streak.
Me, Waking Ned Devine.
I guess in a lot of chats never seen this.
In 63 countries around the world, dozens of lottery machines spin hundreds of lottery balls. It takes seconds for the losers to realize they've lost. But for the winners, it is an event which will undoubtedly change their lives forever.
Has the news reached Tullimore?
Nobody knows but the winner.
Ned Devine.
Is there a greater twist of fate, winning, and the next minute die from the shock of it?
Hello, National Lotto.
Now, I wanted to talk to someone about a claim that I've been making. If the Lotto man comes to the village, you say that Ned Devine is alive and well. And you point your finger to Michael O'Sullivan. Ned wants us to share the winnings.
Do you think you can outsmart the man from the city?
Would you happen to know a Ned Devine?
I do. Well, I can take you to Ned Devine's house if you want. All right, Torrin coming up here. Will you drive a little slower, mister?
Are you having trouble with the directions?
I am. You're going too fast, yes. Yes? Michael's in with a man from the Lotto.
He's never told a lie in his life.
Well, he's making up for it now, so? Big win, is it?
6 million.
Yoo-hoo!
894,620 pounds. How does that make you feel?
Fox Searchlight Pictures presents.
I'll just have to come back to the village and make some inquiries. I'd like to make sure that you are Ned Devine.
A comedy that will make you feel like a winner.
To Ned Devine.
To Ned.
Waking Ned Devine. This fall, odds are you'll get lucky.
Oh, it's such a great ending. It's such a feel good. Oh.
It's got a romance little bit into it.
It's got romance. It's really got a good romance. It's got.
I haven't watched that in a decade.
Good music.
2 decades.
The music is great. The cinematography is amazing.
That is a very British Isles film, Sandy. I must say, for you to put that on the list, that is a very British movie.
Oh, well, I grew up, like I said, watching all those old British shows on public television. And if it's not on there, I'm sure if you didn't, I'm sure I put the Local Hero on there too. That's a very British film. And there's quite a few.
I don't know. Yeah. I know there's the American Dustin Hoffman Local Hero, isn't there? Remember that movie?
Well, this one is with I just remember him as speaking of Animal House, Boone from Animal House is the guy.
It's funny, I can see so many British actors on there that are the comedy actors in that movie. But I think the only
I wonder
Irish
who the little boy grew up to be. I should look up. The little kid is pretty good.
The only Irish I can actually think, Northern Irish at least, is The Commitments I put on there. I can't remember any other Irish movies that we actually Irish.
I don't know.
Irish.
British.
Anyway, you laugh. Irish movies.
Who's the little boy? Because maybe
Jay, did you put any Irish movies on there?
I did put the Banshee of. I always say it wrong. The Banshee of Inisherin.
Inisherin? Oh,
Inisherin. Am I saying it right? Yep, I did put that on there.
Oh, that is so good.
Is it? But you could Boston, Irish gangsters on there. Anyone?
No, there was that. There was that movie Black Mass that Johnny Depp did, but I wasn't a huge fan of it.
No. There was.
I didn't put The Departed on there.
Yes.
I don't think I put The Departed on there. I might have, but I might not have. I can't remember.
That's a long movie.
I rushed. I always say it all the time. I rushed my list when we first created it. There was so many I wish I thought of that I forgot to.
We might have a list. That's
it. You can always take another look at the list.
Boondock Saints. I watched that the other day.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I've always felt Boondock Saints was a little overrated. It's not my favorite. It's really not my favorite.
No,
it's not bad.
I think it's
I don't dislike
but it's not
it.
a great story.
Yeah, I just think it gets a little overrated, especially around here because. At the point in time when I'd watched it, there weren't a ton of Boston-based movies out, so I feel like it kind of got a little hyped extra in this area. But now, since there's been more and better ones, I don't have anything against it. I don't not like it. But when they were like, "Oh, we're doing a sequel," I was like, "I don't really care," and I never even watched the sequel. Yeah, I
give it a 5.
That's kind of where I left it. I'd have to watch it again to give it a true number, but in my mind, it was like a 5-ish. Yeah, I was not a huge fan of it.
There you go. I don't know. We have to look. We actually do that. We have to do what most cities. We've got Philadelphia a lot. We have to do what countries and cities. Well, country is going to be US. I'm guessing 100%. We have to look at the cities. Which ones are the cities? Because if we get did we put any more Rocky ones on there? It was just Rocky.
No, I think we just did just Rocky.
But Rocky 2 is amazing, though. We should.
Can we put Rocky 4?
And 3. Hey, 1, 2. So in my opinion,
if he dies.
In my opinion, there are only 2 quadrilogies that are worthy of being called a true a best quadrilogy, and one of those is Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like 5 or anything after that, and then Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4. So
was 5 the one that was in like 2006 when it was just when he was like older, or is 5 the one when he's training the younger boxer?
Yes,
I think he was training the younger. It was called Rocky.
Okay, so Balboa. Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of, Sandy. So Balboa would have been boxer, 6 technically.
Can't remember his name.
I actually didn't mind Balboa again, but I also watched it when I was like 12 years old. I haven't watched it since, but I didn't mind Balboa.
Terrible. It's unwatchable.
He's got a great speech in it, though. There's one to this day. I've seen that scene come up on my YouTube feed time and time again. He gives one great speech to his son about just like fighting and getting back up. That was very Rocky. That I do love from that movie. But outside of that, I thought it was fine. But I didn't mind it. But I don't really remember it.
I love because they like Stallone was interviewed about what name them, and he goes, puts him in order what he likes, and then he missed out number 5. And they went, "You missed out number 5." Where he put that? He went, "That movie doesn't exist in my mind."
That's the one when he trains like the younger boxer, and they end up having a street fight. Like Tommy or something is his name.
Tommy Gunn or something they call him.
Something like that. Yeah, that one sucked. I didn't like.
And
that
he's a
one.
real boxer in real life.
I thought Balboa was at least better than that one, but I
like Boba. It's a good ending. It's a good that is it.
It was for bringing back something too. It wasn't the worst
I've only
job.
watched Creed 1. And I've not watched it, but I've done 2. Like the other ones.
I keep getting notifications that those are going to be added to Netflix. I think in the next week or so. So I'm going to finally watch those Creed movies because I've heard good things.
I liked one.
I've just never gotten around to watching them.
Yeah. I actually find out what's.
I like Michael B. Jordan. So I'm interested in it.
Oh yeah, I hated him when he won the Oscar in that movie. It's absolutely. What's it called?
Sinners.
You watched it yet, you guys?
No, I gotta be honest, even from the trailers, I was never that interested in it. And the hype around it, it didn't deter me or turn me off from it or anything.
It's crap.
But it didn't do anything to really get me to be like, all right, I'm gonna finally sit down and watch Sinners. Like
Tommy
I just wasn't that interested in it. Eventually I'll get around to watching it, but I'm in no rush. That one and the other one that came out last year that people freaked out about.
When did he die? I know he died. That Tommy.
Is that the boxer that was Tommy in that
boxer.
movie?
I
didn't even know
was
that was a real boxer.
That's right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's right.
And he had HIV, and he hid it. His production company hid it from the organization, whatever does things, and it was a big hoo-ha because they knew about it. they have to get blood tests and stuff like that. They fake the blood tests to make him so he could box more, because he was earning like millions like every boxing match after the thing. So they hid it, and of course then once it came out, all the boxers sued the crap out of him, because some of them were like, we've been head to head clashing like blood to blood. Yeah, so it was a terrible like thing. When he died, 2013, 44 he was.
Damn.
So yeah, it's the things. But Sandy, before we go, is there anything I need to say?
Yeah, I believe you had something you were allowed.
Oh, good
to
thing
share.
Sandy wrote it down.
A
I
little
forgot.
bit of inside baseball.
Inside baseball, inside gossip. Is that what it's called? What's it? Inside baseball.
From
Jay,
someone very important.
I'm gonna be cryptic first of all.
Okay.
Jay, you've mentioned this actor, and it's not the actor, but I'm gonna make it really cryptic, and then we get to the actress. So there's an actor you really like from the 90s. He did a recent comeback. What is on the wheel, where he didn't play somebody from the sea, but he sounds like something from the sea. He also has a mummy and also was in the jungle. Oh, that's right. That's giving away.
No,
he also was.
Those are too many at once.
I think,
threw me for a loop.
I know. Can I?
I'm lost.
And he also
Can I guess?
in.
Feel free.
You can go on.
Oh, what you said, mummy, and then you said jungle. So I was thinking.
Oh, Brendan Fraser.
Wait. What is it? One of these. What film do you like? Let's name it. I've just named it, but there you go.
Oh, is he coming? He's coming back for Mummy, isn't he?
That's the rumor.
Is it really?
Oh, see, I thought it was actually confirmed. I didn't realize it was still just a rumor.
Still a rumor. So the cast at the moment is I can't remember his name, but like the guy who's like, do not disturb the crypt and all that. He's coming back. John Hannah is back, and Brendan Fraser's back in Mummy 4. They've not done the name of the title yet. But who else is going to think you're going to be coming back? Woman.
I was going to say The Rock is the Scorpion King.
No. Rachel Weisz is coming back.
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
And guess who's going to be doing one of the costume designs?
Allowed to say? Oh my god.
That is awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's
so I had heard the rumors, but I guess I misunderstood. I thought it was already confirmed, but I didn't realize it was still a rumor. So that's cool.
The other day. Yeah,
I love Brendan Fraser. He just seems like such a nice guy.
He's nice, but the only thing is he a bit too old. Everybody else looks quite good, and so what?
We'll see. You've seen people go through crazy transformations for movies before, so we'll see.
Yeah, so this is going to be.
But I'll be happy just to see him back in the role, and I just love seeing that guy getting work, because his whole kind of fallout of Hollywood is a really sad story too. So it's nice to see him back and just getting recognition.
In the Cold War.
Well, I may be seeing him in the next 2 days.
Well, yeah, because he's got that movie coming out. Pressure,
released
which looks
yesterday,
good.
and I just need to find time. Yeah,
Pressure.
It's about the D-Day landings from the perspective of the weatherman.
I saw that. It's actually quite good, doesn't it? Yeah.
And he's playing Eisenhower, which
I've not had any. I've not seen any.
No, but just from the trailer, when you see an actor who you're like, oh my God, he was born to play this person, like there are actors like, not Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't think he was born to play Lincoln, but like there's another actor, and I forget his name, not Sam Waterston. There's another actor who's like, oh my God, he is definitely this one. And I think like Brendan Fraser, I was like, wow, like I've never seen another actor play Eisenhower really, but just from the trailer, it looked good. So I'm just looking for a time. It's not a wide release.
That's a really quiet movie, though.
It's not a wide release, but happy to go see it if I can just find the time to do that. So yeah.
After you go back and watch Mandalorian versus Grogu.
No.
No?
Yeah, I'm a huge Fraser fan. I've been all about his comeback too. So I started his. Now all your clues are making sense. So when you said mummy, it threw me off. I was thinking how like you English people just call your mums mummy. So I was like, mummy, he's got a mummy. I'm like, what does that mean? So, but then the jungle, that it all clicked. but I like you said, I grew up watching Brendan Fraser in the 90s. Between those movies, Journey to the Center of the Earth, 90s, early 2000s, George of the Jungle, Bedazzled was a random one-off comedy he did with Elizabeth Hurley, I believe.
Yes.
He had a few episodes on
Nerdheads.
Scrubs. He actually has a really yes, Airheads with
Airheads, that's Airheads.
with Adam Sandler.
Steve,
he did
Steve
Encino
Buscemi.
Man with Samwise.
call
Why
it
can't I
that? We
think of
call it
Samwise's
California
name?
Man.
Sean Bean.
Yeah.
No, not Sean Bean. Samwise Gamgee. Why can't I think of his name?
That's
Sean Astin.
Astin. Sorry, what
Yes,
did I
Sean
say? Oh my
Astin.
God, I said
Sean
Sean
Bean. You
Bean.
said
I
Sean
didn't
Bean.
mean to say
Well, who's
that.
also he's in Lord of the Rings as well. But
I always have.
but
Sean
yeah,
Bean on
Sean
there.
Astin. So I grew up watching so much of Brendan Fraser, and it was just his fall out of Hollywood is a really sad story. So to see he started making something of a comeback back in like the mid 2000 teens, around like 2015-ish. There was a show called Doom Patrol. There was I think Stasis, you've watched. I was gonna say you watched. You knew of the Titan show that came out. Doom Patrol came out alongside of it, and he played the voice of the robot character whose name I'm forgetting at the moment. So it was nice to see him in that. I was like, oh, maybe he's making a comeback. Then he went kind of quiet outside of that show, and then he came back with The Whale and was a phenomenal performance in The Whale. And ever since, I feel like he's been on a nice comeback tour. People are really giving him the credit he deserves. So I'm happy
like
for
the
it.
Mummies. Everybody's like, I don't like what is it 2 with the kid, and they tried to do the kid thing. It's like that 3, you can take it or leave it. It's just a rehash of 1. It's just like, what a shame, because they had an opportunity there. And I always say, like, they should have just done it, like, make him like Indiana Jones instead of like, like Indiana Jones. One of the things was all about religion and all that. That could have been all about mythological and like like Egypt, like Egypt and like other cultures where like Indiana Jones is more about like religion, Christianity. They could have just whipped that, and they just fouled on it. They just made the point across, and they tried to make it too kiddie-ish at one point. I like the Mummy, I really do. So, but they just it's the Mummy, and the worst thing is, I hate to say it, they called it the Mummy. That's it. They could have just called things, and what he's naming it is really bad. I can't remember the character's name in it. It's like, it needs to be a cool naming character because he has a cool backstory. But yeah,
it can't be worse than the Tom Cruise one they did, because I heard people hated that one. I never saw it, but I heard people hated that one. So
but it's not even a like, it's like, it's the Mummy. It's not like the Mummy like that one. But they've made a new one, haven't they? Like a horror.
So I don't know. Is that related to?
Nothing.
It's totally different, right? It just has the same name. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, all got the same.
It's not trailer for it. I'm like,
about,
this doesn't look like it has anything to do with the Mummy from when I was a kid.
Yeah, so. it's completely obscured, just pure horror.
I'm just not a big horror fan. I've never been. Even that new one everybody's buzzing about, Obsession. I'm not. Yeah, I guess it just like outdid Mando and Grogu.
Made from a YouTuber.
Yeah, so I actually know the YouTube. The Backrooms. Yes. That's the one I do want to watch. Okay. That was also made by a YouTuber.
I don't mind it could be really good. I don't mind the Backrooms.
I want to watch it. I've never seen the game, but I thought the trailer looked super interesting.
You ever seen the trailer for? I think it's called The Pedestrian, and it's kind of like that driving in the middle of nowhere computer game. And then you come across somebody, you don't pick them up.
Oh, wait, yes. I think I have seen this trailer. Is this a recent trailer that's been...
really recent. I'm like,
scared the crap out of me when I was watching something because it has a crazy jump scare. I was watching some game. I can't remember what it was.
That is a computer game.
Some professional sports game, and a trailer for it came... God, I think it might have been during the Celtics playoffs or something. And the trailer came on on a commercial break. It scared the hell out of me just from the jump scare. I was not expecting it.
It's great. Yeah, it's like, what's this about? Boom, and it's like, oh, okay, they're doing a computer. Yeah, I was like,
well, the movie Obsession, the horror movie Obsession that everybody's kind of freaking out about, that it's apparently good, was also made by a YouTuber. So it was a YouTube. These two guys are YouTube comedians. They've mostly done sketches. I actually happened to stumble across their page or channel like a year or so ago, and they actually do some really funny sketches. So it's called. I don't want to get it wrong. I think it's called like That's a Bad Idea or something like that. I'll have to look it up and figure it out. But they have a really funny sketch comedy YouTube channel. But then they started doing these kind of short films and things like that. And now they've seemingly made their way all the way to motion pictures, which is really cool. That's really awesome. You never know what YouTube might lead you to. It's a really cool story for those guys.
We'll be on NBC Network very soon doing film club.
Yeah. Primetime slot.
There we go.
Oh,
But
speaking of
guys-
primetime, did you happen to see the trailer? So not to continue going on, but did you see the trailer for Robert Pattinson's new movie, which I believe is called
No.
Primetime?
No.
Where he's
No,
playing
doesn't.
Chris Hansen, the guy who used to do the To Catch a Predator show.
Oh wow.
I've never heard
The
of that.
trailer looks insanely intense. So check if you get the chance. I don't want to go talk too much about what the show's about, just for YouTube's sake. But it was the show was in like the early 2000s where they would essentially catch.
Child predators.
Yes, right. Trying to make sure I don't say the wrong things on YouTube, but it was called To Catch a Predator, and they would kind of bait predators into a sting. Basically, it was a sting to catch
How they made a
predators,
movie
and,
out of that?
and so they're doing a movie based off the guy who ran the show. Who the guy was named Chris Hansen. He was very famous at the time for that show because it was like, I mean, people were glued to that show all the time because they couldn't believe the.
I believe he also
Obviously-
funded it himself. Like he
Oh,
was
I didn't
so
even know that.
passionately committed to this, and not
Yeah,
the film,
they caught a lot of very terrible
Hundreds.
people, a lot of very awful, terrible people who deserve to be caught, and they caught them. And it was kind of like must see TV here in America because it just how could you your eyes were glued to it every time because it's just the horrible things that they do. Kind of finally seeing them, seeing justice finally meet up with them was great primetime television, I guess, because the show was massive, and then it went off the air because of some things that happened with. I think somebody in self-deletion and all that. So it went off the air, blah, 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 a whole big kind of story behind it. But Robert Pattinson is starring as Chris Hansen in that movie. And the trailer looks very,
interesting.
very intense. It's an A24 movie. And I think Robert Pattinson works a lot with them.
Well, he's
So,
got to have a good movie soon. He's done so many. I've not had a good movie from like that Mickey 7 or 17 or whatever.
17, yeah. So I still haven't watched
turned it
that
off.
one.
I had
So
to turn
I
it off.
think the thing with
It was
Robert
good
Pattinson
concept,
for me
I turned it off though.
is I think he's rapidly becoming a very good actor. I just don't think I've seen a movie that really lets him kind of show off in its entirety. Like I've seen movies with him where I walk out and I'm like, wow, okay, he was really good in that. He's really becoming a good actor. He's far from the Twilight days, but I just haven't loved the movies themselves. Tends to be the problem. So hopefully he gets one that kind of lets him show off his skill and really walk away from it. Like, wow, great job by him. Great movie.
I don't get it. I don't know, miss something? Stacey's having flashbacks of being offered a Kool-Aid and a glass
Cookie.
of iced tea. How was that?
I think he meant cookie.
Cookie. Cookie. Cool. I thought like Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. I was like that. I don't like iced tea. Hate iced tea. So yeah.
Well, there may be some good movies on the way. We just have to.
I just don't know. Well,
we just
maybe
have to hang
Batman
on and
2.
wait for them.
Batman 2.
If that ever gets made, we'll see. Oh, we do.
Well,
Well,
isn't he what somebody said he's going to be older than he was, like Ben Affleck. You said that, didn't you? He's going to be older than he would be making that than Ben Affleck was making the last Batman movie.
it wouldn't. I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me to be honest, because it's taken Scott. That movie came out in 2022, I think. It's been what 4 years, still nothing. Not even filming yet.
No, I don't know. But he's in the Odyssey, isn't he? So he's got a bit part in that. They've got a bit part in that. So that Dreadful looks like going to be a banger of a
It
Dreadful
does
movie.
look horrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just getting worse every.
There's nothing even remotely good about the Odyssey.
Oh, the Odyssey, right, yeah.
Nothing.
We've
Even,
spoke about it. It's getting closer and closer and closer. At least we got to watch Troy. I don't mind that movie. So
Yeah, that'll be fun at least.
Yeah. Well, there's a great fight scene. So if you don't like the movie, there's a great fight scene. Yeah. Hector.
Great opening too. That little standoff he has when Agamemnon's trying to get him to fight the big guy from the other army, and it's a great opening.
I'm still on book 6. I'm book 6 now of that.
Oh my God,
nice.
bless you. I'm not reading it.
Oh,
no. I never have. I'm sad to say. Never was
it's,
into the whole any of the mythology.
It's great, no, but it's
I
so,
love Greek
like,
mythology.
How I know you go back to it, and then I'm like, there is so much description of the falls of the heroes and the battles, like who died and what and how they died. Like there's a very like descriptive, like there's like I think book like 4 is just literally the description of how people died and how they, it's quite, like, did they get decapitated, spear in the back and all that. It's just like, but like it's like it's very confusing because it's one of those one. They, the father or son of such and such and such and such, and then they like, like how Vikings done it, like you are father of, you don't say like Jay, you say I'm, the son of something, who was the son of something, son of something, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's very very confusing, and then of course they don't have the modern names of the gods. They're like Job is Zeus and all that, so it's like, ooh, you see, they get very 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 confusing. But yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. So let's get on to Troy, and then hopefully it's not going to be another Napoleon. Let's maybe a point up.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was pretty optimistic
make
about this
Napoleon
one,
look
but I lose optimism with almost everything I knew that I find out about this one.
Keep coming out with, isn't it? You're like, oh.
So at this point, it's like, just stop telling us anything and let's just see what the movie is. I don't need to know anymore.
Like, give us one trailer, give us a teaser, and then let us make up our mind if we want to do it. Don't announce anything. Just let me go and watch everything. Yeah. So I think it's one of them movies that would have been better done with unknown actors. I think.
Yes, I think
the
so.
Odyssey would have been prominent.
To me, the casting started poorly with Matt Damon. I just don't see him as Odysseus at all. No, but
I should have got Sean Bean back. Get Sean Bean. He's still a good actor. They could have de-aged him for the younger parts.
Love Sean Bean.
And then he would have been the right age for the older parts. So.
Yep, that would have been fine.
Yes, I would have. And but in a movie he wouldn't have died in. Or would he? Maybe they change it. You never know. Spoilers. But everybody, Sandy, you going for a walk?
No, my big walk was today. I don't think. Oh, I don't know. I never know. I don't think I'm going out tomorrow. Later this week, I have theater tickets to see Othello at the Shakespeare Theater in Washington, D.C. So after the amazing performance where I got to see Toby Jones and David Harewood perform at the Haymarket Theater in London, so now I'm seeing the local cast and Wendell Pierce, who's been in a lot of TV shows, playing Othello. So I'm excited about that, but I probably won't get out too much this week. Got a lot going on this week. So just stay tuned, hopefully for an edited video soon.
Ooh, yes.
Like maybe even as soon as tomorrow there will be an edited video out. Let's get it
out.
It's been like 8 months since my last edited video. It's pathetic. That is pathetic.
Jay,
are we going to watch you play the 007?
Watch, probably not this game, but I am looking for one to stream coming up when I can get some time here. Because I'm already like halfway through this one, and it's kind of one of those ones where I'm so into it that like I just want to kind of blast through the rest of it. Plus, I do want to do a review of it. So trying to get through that one quickly so I can do a review. Plus, I had a few other kind of random ideas for videos hit me this past few days. So I'm going to start working on those tomorrow and see if I can kind of get the few things out so that I can kind of release them a little bit more consistently, as opposed to trying to make a video and release it kind of, in real time. So I'm going to try to work on a few. Some of them are more, time sensitive in terms of I want to get a review for this game out while it's still relevant. I do want to go see that Backrooms movie and do a review for that while it's still relevant. But others are kind of more just open-ended thought kind of things about games and movies and stuff coming up that those can kind of, not be on such a fast-paced timeline and just work on them and have them ready to release. So kind of a mix of a few things going on.
Good.
Fair enough. I've got the next stage of a 5-year-old birthday party tomorrow. So that's it.
The next stage.
Next stage. Well, you had his birthday on Friday, so we had that. Then people coming around. Now we've got the whole family coming around.
Then you got
tomorrow.
the whole family. Oh my gosh.
That's it. So that's gonna be amazing. And hopefully, like I can just calm for the week, and that's it. And that's it. I'm gonna do some more building in Conan. And that's
Me
it.
too.
So,
actually, after this stream, I'm going to finish building.
I might see you in there because I was going to do a little bit on my... Jay, I built something in Conan that nobody can find me on. And
it's got to be up a tree, up a mountain, up something.
Kind of, yeah. And nobody, the mods, the big user mods are like, we don't even know where you are. And they say like so, but yeah, it's epic. It's the biggest build I've ever done. But
it's
yeah,
light and it's lit up at night. It's neon lights, right? At night.
Yes.
which I haven't seen. So I've only been in my area.
19,000 pieces
Oh my God.
on it. So,
I think
yeah,
what I have
it's,
to do
yeah.
tonight is go disassemble my prior base to
Yeah,
give
so-
back some foundation pieces because some other people like you are building a lot. So
I haven't got any foundation. I think I've got 10 foundation pieces. That's it.
Oh,
I've done
good
it all
for
by
you.
stilts. So that's when people find it, they're going to be like, "What?" It takes you around about a minute to walk up the stairs.
oh my God.
There you go. That's how high it is. So yeah, it was a interesting downward build, and I died. Top tip: anybody who plays Conan, I died around about over 10 times, hitting the green wall. And if you enter it, you might hit the green wall as well.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah, it's
Okay. Well,
literally-
wow.
It's right on the edge of the map.
On the
So,
edge
yeah,
of the
maybe
map. Okay. We don't want that to happen.
No, so it's an interesting, but I've got some
That's only
ideas,
ever
but-
happened to me one time in the game. The first time I played it, I
What's this?
accidentally.
Donk.
I was trying to skirt the wall and I didn't do it very well.
There we go. But so that's what I'll be doing. Apart from that, I'm going to be cooking tomorrow. I have an Italian theme going on. So I
Nice.
said I would do Italian. Today was a Mexican theme that I had to do. Really late. So yeah, we had people coming over. So yeah, so we got that tomorrow. So I'm going to get up early, prep, cook, everything. And Jay was like, just get pre-done stuff, pre-made stuff. And I'm like, no. If I'm doing it, I'm
you
doing
don't
it
do
properly. I'm doing it properly. So yes, I'm not a pre-made. I don't like pre-made stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's all has to be freshly made. So our food is stacked with fresh products. So yeah, it's tomorrow being the chef as well, and then just here seeing a mad kid jumping up. They got like a space hopper thing. You know what space hoppers are?
Yeah.
But he's got as a dinosaur, and he's literally twice the size of him, and he's not a small 5-year-old. I was like, what is that? And somebody bought it, and I was like, okay, just let him go.
So it's just
And it,
bouncing all over the place.
yeah, but it bounces. But because he's a dinosaur, it's a big like Diplodocus thing. I guess you want to say that. So but it rolls, and they put bean bags in it. So when you fall over it, it recorrects
It pops
itself.
back up. Oh, how
Like,
cool is that?
I was like, oh, okay. So he's having fun with that. So yeah. So the mad 5-year-old tomorrow. And then back to normal, hopefully by next week. So yeah, especially he's been off for a week. So yeah, it's been he's half term. So yeah, it's all joyful. But everybody, we're gonna have to talk after the scream for Jay's maybe conflict of interest.
Yes.
But next
Conflict of interest.
I don't know. Like, the death
schedule
of
conflict.
Don't think he has to sign any documents here.
I don't
More of a
know, you
schedule
might have to.
conflict, but I knew what you meant.
Yeah. It sounded better the way I did. It sounded like a bit more. What's going on? I can't talk about the death of Stalin. I'm sorry. Something happened in my.
Oh, that would be funny. have a personal.
So I know. Yeah,
clearance issue.
yeah. There's documents I signed once. We know too much. But everybody, have a great one. So we got two Sandy comedies in a row. So was it Waking Ned Divine. That's it. Divine. That's it. Is on our list as well. But for now, everybody have a great one. If you play Conan, you're definitely gonna see Sandy in it. And Jay, I'm guessing you got a little boy to put to bed very, very
Yes,
soon.
it is. It is that time. It is bedtime for the little one, so I'm gonna go take care of that right when we're done.
Excellent. Cool. Everybody have a great one, and we'll see you in the next film club, and we're letting you know when it is. For now, bye.